Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yau insha Allah za mu yi bayani ne akan littafin da na rubuta wanda ake kira da koyi HTML da Hausa. Practical za mu yi na wannan littafin tun daga farko har zuwa ƙarshe cikin wannan daren. So, it is going to be practical. Ku shirya wanda yake da littafi da biro ya rike, wanda kuma yake da laptop kusa gare shi ya yi amfani da laptop ɗin, sannan duk wanda yake da littafin shi ma ya buɗe littafin, wanda yake da littafin ya buɗe littafin ya yi following, because I want all of you, you have the book, I share the book with you duka. So ka buɗe littafin, we are going to follow it one after the other duka har zuwa ƙarshe za mu yi practical in komai. Wanda ya gaji ya je ya kwanta, wanda bai gaji ba, we continue till where we end the book. So that's what I decided to do. So there are a few things I want to say about Abunda Zamui. Few things I want you to understand them. Please jot them or write them. Every after 40 minutes, we are going to have the link is going to expire, and we are not going to use the link until after 10 minutes. So we are going to have 10 minutes recess, or I can say minti goma goma na hutawa duk bayan minti 40 za mu samu minti goma mu huta sannan mu sake dawowa. Haka za mu ci gaba har mu kare littafin. Sannan kamar yadda na faɗa, ba ku buƙatar komai, duk abin da muke buƙata yanzu za mu yi shi, tare da ku za mu yi shi, yanzu za mu yi downloading duk abin da muke so. Duka I will take you through everything tun daga farko har zuwa ƙarshen wannan littafin. We are going to do that. And one thing I want to say, okay, I'm not going to read it line by line, that is verbatim, word by word, but maybe each topic I'm going to explain what the topic is all about from A to Z. Then we do the practical, because as we are practicing it, we are following the outlines of the course. You will be capturing and you will be understanding what it's all about. So this is it. So understand this. After every 10 minutes, I will share the link for you to rejoin in the group, because this link will expire and we have to wait for 10 minutes. Then we rest. Maybe that 10 minutes, you can use it to do your practical, or you can use it to do what we have done, to do just the practical in Abu and Damukaya. You can do that, which I believe is the best way for you to do it. As we are doing it, then maybe after that 10 minutes, you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do with it. So after saying this, I'm going to open my browser. I'm going to open the book. Then we are going to start from the beginning. Simuga inshallah. So let's see. I'm sorry, I will stop the sharing of my screen. I'll open the book. Yeah, I'll share my screen back again. Okay, so here we are. I believe each and every one of you have the book. You can open it wayanka idan okay, ko da waya ne mutum ya sa earpiece kuma hands free yasa he can hear me. So this is it. So this is the book. So let's start. We are going to do everything, like I said, practical, Nikumi practical. So we have all these outlines. Don't worry, we are going to skip them. All these we have about 52. So don't worry, all that you read it on your own. So this Gavato is like what do we call it? Come introduction. Reason behind rubuta wannan littafin yana da alaka da yadda a lot of people mutane ba su fahimci HTML ba, wasu yana ba su wahala, because har yanzu a jami'o'inmu da maybe polytechnics da some of them ana HTML har yanzu. So akwai a lot of students, especially da suke karatun computer, waɗanda yana musu wahala ba su fahimce shi ba, kuma it has to do with bamu da shi da yarenmu, but you see akwai shi da other yare daban-daban, maybe turanci, indiyanci da sauransu, duka suna da nasu, but saboda bamu da it's kind of yana mutane wahala. So that's why I decided to write a book on that. So I sit down and I write a book on it. So that's the reason. So I'm going to explain everything, like I said, the Hausa saboda ku fahimci me yake nufi sannan mu yi practical nashi. So abubuwan da ake bukata ga mutum kafin ya fara koyon wannan littafin. So na yi mentionin abubuwa guda 4 da mutum yake bukata kamin ya fara koyon wannan littafin. Na farko kana bukatar computer ko laptop. There are lots of people da suke asking now, shin za ka yi amfani da waya? Ana amfani da waya a yi rubutu HTML, but shawarar da nake ba mutum shine please, you can only use your mobile phone when you master it, not before you master it. So it's when you master it, you can use your mobile phone, but before you master it, it will be very difficult ka fahimce shi. But yes, ana yi amfani da text editor na waya, wanda na faɗa za ka yi downloading text editor a Play Store da sauransu, but it's better for you to, use your laptop or computer to do the practical. So abu na biyu shine mutum yana buƙatar web browser. So wannan sune web browser. We are going to use this web browser, that is Chrome. So I'm going to use Chrome for this. That's what we are going to use. So na faɗa cikin littafin kana using Chrome, kana using Firefox, Internet Explorer. This is Internet Explorer, the one I'm using, and you can use Firefox. Okay, this is Firefox. So we have Internet Explorer, we have Safari, we have Opera. All these are types of browsers ne da muke da su na computer wanda kana amfani da kowane ka yi aiki da shi. But a wannan littafin duka examples ɗin da na bada na yi amfani ne da Chrome, so you can use Chrome ka ci gaba da shi. So abu na uku shine text editor. Akwai text editor wanda a cikinta ake rubutun HTML. So wannan text editor in za mu yi amfani da ita, kuma I'm going to show you how to download the text editor and how to start writing the HTML codes with your text editor. So I'm going to show you that also. So sai abu na ƙarshe shine kana buƙatar niyya, that is kana buƙatar cewa kana da kana so ka koyi abun. So you put it in your mind cewa you want to learn it. So when you put your mind to it, you can learn, because it's not that difficult. It's very easy, as we are going to finish everything in this night. So if you put everything, you give it everything, believe me, from today you learn it and you understand whatever it is. Kuma, you can be writing a lot of codes with everything. So don't worry. That's it. That's all what you need. So na farko na ce computer ko laptop, na biyu kana buƙatar browser, na uku text editor, na hudu kuma shine kana buƙatar niyya na ka koyi littafin. So what is hypertext markup language? Me HTML? HTML yana nufin hypertext markup language. Kamar yana na faɗa ciki shine ƙashin bayan duk wani website da ka gani duniya an fara wannan website ɗin da HTML. Ko yanzu duk wani website da za ka je ka koya duniya, in baka fahimci ya HTML syntax suke ba, there is no way you can fully understand how website is and how to create a website. In kana so ka yi escaping, it's like ABCD. Shine ABCD na software development. So if you want to learn anything software development, you need to learn HTML first. That's the first thing you need to learn. It's like ABCD. That's why most of people are not calling it a programming language on its own. It's just a markup language that is used to build a website. Amfani da shine a gina website. Kamar shine blocks in da ake amfani da su a gina websites. It started in 1989. That's the first time aka fara creating website, and that the first time that I can create a website, shine wannan hypertext markup language that I created. Let me copy this link and show you the first website that I created. Let me show you the first website. Sorry. You see, this is the first website that I created in Dunia. Wannan shine first website. One day HTML, this is the first website they created. This is the first. So you see, look at how it looks like. It just looks like, just like this. That's the first web page that I created. So I put the link there. If you want, in the book is there, go there and see how it is. So this is the version 1 that I can HTML, and that's how it is. Just read it, then sauransu. So akwai kaloli da yawa na HTML, tun daga HTML1 aka ci gaba aka HTML3 har aka zo yanzu wanda ake amfani da shi ne HTML5. Yanzu shine wanda ake amfani da shi HTML5, shine latest HTML da ake amfani da shi, and we are going to use HTML5 throughout wannan littafin. That's what we are going to use. So let's continue. Da me ake rubuta HTML? So like I said, you need a text editor. The text editor ake rubuta HTML. HTML duk da ba programming languages ne, but yare ne ko kuma rubutu ne wanda computer ko browser take translating nashi into a website. Kamar wannan da muke gani, wannan rubutun, at the end of this class da zamu yi, dukan ku you will learn how to create something like this. Dukkan ku za ku koyi yadda ake creating wannan page in. Da ma page in da yafi wannan kyau, za ku learning how to create all this. Because we are going to write the page with the HTML codes, and the web browser is going to translate the page for us. That's muna translating page in ya kasance muna ganin page in a matsayin website page da sauransu. So ana rubutun HTML da text editor. Kamar na ce text editor na computer daban, ana yi amfani da waya, akwai handwriter na waya, akwai HTML editor, duka akwai su a Play Store, you can use it. But like I told you daga farko cewa idan kana so kai amfani da waya ka yi writing HTML code, please and please do not use phone when you are learning. Wait until lokacin da ka koyi abin da kyau, ka iya da kyau, ka yi mastering, then sai ka fara amfani da waya, ka cigaba da writing, ka yi mastering da waya. That will help you a lot, ka cigaba da practicing da wayar ka. But as you are learning, please try as much as you can to learn it with your laptop. Wannan shine abu na farko. So akwai a lot of text editors that are akwai wanda we are going to download this Notepad++, because I use Notepad++. It's very easier to download, very easier to use, very easier to do a lot. That's why we are going to use Notepad++. So akwai Notepad++, akwai Visual Studio Code, akwai Sublime Text, Atom, the sauran. So akwai a lot of text editors, but we are going to use Notepad++. It is Littafin. So we are going to use it. So yeah, I can download the Notepad++. Look at it. I put the download link like this. There's the download link. If you want, just go to copy the link. This is the link. Go to next column, just paste it. You can copy this link, you see, is in the book. Just copy the link, it will take you to this. So when I write one later, look at the rubuta is 8.2.1. I'm look at it now. We have about, look at what we have then, 8.2.1. That's when I created, I wrote the book. But so far now we have 8.6.7. Don't worry, anyone that you have, I already mentioned it in my book, Chiwa. Duk version da is called Asama. And we are going to download this same version now. So just click on it, download. So it will show this for us. So duk wanda yake bibiya, idan kuna bibiyan mu, don't worry, just click on that. And if you are using 64-bit on your system, download this 64-bit. And I know we have 32-bit. This is 32-bit. You can download it 32-bit, and we have this, but I believe most of the computers are using this 64-bit. So I'm just going to click on download. So it's going to be downloaded like this. So look at it here. It's going to be downloaded. Here it is. So I'm going to click on download. So the download is going to start like this. This is it. And that's it. So now let me go and open it from the folder. Then I download it Nashi immediately after it's finished. So don't worry. So now I'm gonna download it Nashi. I'm sorry. I have to close this. Yeah. So come where it is on your system, but I'm going to copy it and put it in a new folder. Don't worry. I'm just trying to copy it. Let me go to desktop. Don't worry. Naturally, screen now. So I'm just trying to create a new folder and call it practical KOYI HTML. So I'm sorry, I'm going to show you the file we just downloaded. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen now. So here it is. This is the file we just downloaded. I'm sorry. Here it is, as you can see. This is the file we just downloaded. As you can see, it is Notepad++ 8.6.7. So I'm going to right click on it. So if you right click on it, please, you can right click on it and run it as administrator. You can do that, or you can just double click on it, but I'm going to run it as admin. So then you click on yes. It's going to show you yes or no. So yes. When you click on yes, it will continue from there. Okay. So now it is, here it is, this is the file how we are going to install this Notepad++. You see, it's English. If you like, if your language is not English, please try and change any language that you want, please, but leave it English. If you understand English, but if in kana any language, you can understand in Larabci, put Arabic, but we stick on English, just click OK. So now we are installing it, click agreed, I agree. Just keep clicking this, you see, don't touch anything, just keep clicking this. I want to create a shortcut. Yeah, I want to create a shortcut, so I'm going to create install. It's not going to take time. Within 2 seconds, it's finished. Don't worry, we are done. But one night I like maybe sound laptop in card or sound. So we already finished. Look at it, we are done. So we are going to run the Notepad++. So that's this part. You see, this is a Notepad++. We are done with it, and thank God, this is it. We are done. So we created. It's going to just show this for you. Don't worry about this. We can just we can click Control N to create new tab and close this tab. Control N is to create new tab and close that tab, or you can click on this and click on new, then it will create new tab for you. So I'm going to delete it. I will leave it new one like this. So this is it. Let's go back to our book and see where we are. We are done. Mun gama da downloading wannan duka kun ga abin da na yi a cikin littafin. I show you all this and we go through all this, how to install it. So first, the next thing shine ya ake saving HTML file. So now we are going to try to save the HTML file. Let me show you something. This is our folder. Okay, let me copy this. I just want to show you something. Let's go back to our Notepad++. Now, if I click Control S, that is to save. Or I click here and I click Save As. You see, under this Save As, okay, I want to save it inside this folder. So under this Save As, if, for example, I just call it KOYI underscore HTML, in na same haka sai na saving file in, for example. If we go back to the folder, let me refresh the folder. Sorry, okay. So here is the folder. You see, look at what you see. This is what we have. It looks like a Notepad++ file. Of course, that's how it looks like. So we are going to save this file to be a HTML file. That's what we are going to do, to save it as a HTML file. And one thing about saving this file as HTML file, shine, idan muka saving nashi as HTML file, idan muka dawo a folder namu zai looking like browser. It turned to browser. So that's how it's going to look like. This is a kamar browser. That means when we open it, when we open it, zai bude muna a browser namu kamar mun fara kenan creating page in. So ko da bamu rubuta komai ba, idan muka yi saving nashi yadda ya kamata zai nuna muna kamar browser. So let's see how you are going to save a HTML file. So to save HTML file, just go to this file, like I said, click on this and click on Save As. So first of all, you name the file. So what do you want to name the file? You can name it anything. Kana iya sa mai kowane suna, amma take note, ba a sa space cikin sunan. Don't put space. Sai dai kai amfani da underscore. Maybe in kalma biyu za ka yi amfani da ita. Maybe koyi HTML za ka yi saving nashi da sauransu. Amma most of the tutorials za ku ga ana rubuta index.html, ko za ku ga ana rubuta what do they me muka rubuta a wannan namu, ina jin index ne ko? Let's see, because I want us to follow it the way we write it. Okay, za ku ga wasu suna rubuta sunan page inda ake so a yi creating. Maybe muna so mu create a home page, so we can call it home.html. So whatever you are going to save the file, make sure you save the file with that .html at the end. So let me show you this. We are going to save it as home.html. That's what you are going to save it. Make sure you put .html at the end. That's the extension of the file, .html at the end. If you like, don't put that, but you are going to change the name of the file. Look at it here. When you click on save as, just click on it and put this, go to H and make it hypertext markup language, as you can see. Once you put it, just get rid of that .html that we put. Definitely is going to save the file as .html at the end of it. So just save as, kadan na wannan sai kai searching, just click on H from your keyboard. Idan kadan na H zai kai ka wannan zai kawo ka wannan H in ta farko. Sorry, when you click on H zai kawo ka Haskell, Hollywood, and this hypertext markup language. Just click on save. Now we save our file as what? Home.html. If we go back to our folder, as you can see, sorry, if we go back to our folder and we refresh the folder, sorry, if we refresh the folder, we are going to have this home. As you see, it's like a browser. When I double click on it, it's going to open in a browser for us. This is it. This is the file, and this is exactly what we are going to use. We create a what? A HTML file, and now we create a page, but the page has nothing. We didn't write anything in the page, and that's why the page is going to remain like this. So we are done with that, and we are successful in it. So look at it. I already show you how to do that. So mu yi magana yanzu kan element. What is element? The tag. This is another topic, element and tag. Me element, me tag. Let's talk about that. You see, this elements ko tag ana amfani da su ne domin a bambanta dukkan bangarorin website da za a rubuta. Akwai opening tag ko kuma opening element, sannan akwai closing tag ko closing element. Go cikin littafin na yi bayanin bambancin element da tag. Tag is only this empty greater than and less than. This greater than and less than, as you can see, these are tags, and opening and close of them are tags. But element is when we write something inside them. So for now, this, as you can see, close, less than and greater than, these are element, are tag, these are tag, but these are opening tag, and these are closing tag. So in HTML, let me show you this. Whenever we need to write something, we need to put them inside this. As you can see, let me zoom this. I'm sorry, let me zoom it for you so that you can see it well. Sorry, let me zoom it. I believe you can see it well now. So here it is. Let me just put it here. So as you can see here, I put less than, greater than, less than, / greater than. This is how you write HTML tag. These are the tags. These are the tags in HTML. So you should understand this. So and we have a lot of elements. Like I said, I give example of this. When you put paragraph, this is a paragraph. We are going to talk about paragraph. Don't worry, I'm just trying to explain this for you. So we have P as a paragraph tag. If you come back here, if I want to create a paragraph element, I'm going to put P here. Then I'm going to close this and put a P like this. So now when I create a P like this, as you can see inside this, when you put this, then we put a P like this. I'm sorry, we put a P. When we close it like this, you see we close a P, closing P, then we create this and / we put a P. Now we create a element of paragraph. That this is the closing, and this is the opening, and this is the closing. Take note on this. Whenever you are creating an element, you have to create closing and opening. But there are elements that only has one tag. They don't have opening and closing. It's only one tag we use for them. I already said that. We say amma tag kamar breaking line, that is line break, ana rubuta shi a haka ko a haka. It's only have this by the closing and what do we say, closing and opening tag. Is only like this. So element code tag a HTML da farko har ƙarshe da su za mu yi amfani duka, and we are going to keep using them, and each element has its own name. Akwai element inda ake amfani da shi domin paragraph, akwai element inda element ne za mu yi amfani da shi domin mu creating table, akwai element inda za mu yi amfani da shi domin creating link, akwai element inda za mu yi amfani da shi domin mu creating different things that we are going to create with different elements. That's what we are going to learn and understand this before we move on how to write closing and opening tag. Opening tag, like I told you, is just less than, then the name of the tag, then you write it, then you put greater than. Then whatever we want to write, we are going to practice all this. Don't worry, I just want you to understand what tags and element is all about. Then understand what closing tag is. We write it, we put greater than, /, then we put the name of the element, then we close it kamar yadda kuke gani a haka. So this is it. Let's talk about attributes. So attributes, duk wani abu da aka saka a cikin tag domin ƙarin bayani ko don nuni da wani abu a cikin HTML ana kiransa da attributes. Kamar misali amfani da link tag. Za mu saka misali misali ne nake bada, akwai tag da ake kira link tag. Shi link tag yana amfani da A. For example, yana amfani da A. In muna za mu so mu rufe shi za mu sa A like this. Shine link tag. Wannan link tag ne. So idan muna so mu sanya attribute, abin da ake cewa attribute, abin da ake cewa href equals to, mu saka duk abin da muke so mu saka a cikin wannan ƙarin bayani da muka yi a cikin wannan tag in, shi ake kira da attribute. Shi ake kira da attribute. So we'll work with attributes. When we are doing this, we are going to work with attributes, and you are going to see what attributes is all about and how to use attribute. But I want you to understand what attribute is all about. Ƙarin bayani ne da ake amfani da shi a cikin tag, shi ne attribute. And this attribute, kaɗan daga misalin su, muna da class. We are going to use class. we are going to use ID attribute, we are going to use style attribute, we are going to use source attribute da sauransu. There are different attributes da ake da su, and za mu yi amfani da su da yawa a cikin wannan littafin. Wasu attributes class ne, wasu ID ne, wasu style ne don mu yi styling rubutu za mu yi amfani da su, wasu kuma source ne. Kamar wannan link attribute is a source, href is a source, we are going to pass the source and whatever. We'll talk about that duka a cikin wannan, don't worry. So this is attribute and this is element. So I believe you understand what element is all about, O tag, and what attributes is all about. So if you see anything, duk wani bayani da aka rubuta a cikin tag, and all these element attributes ana rubuta su ne a cikin opening tag. A ciki ake rubuta su, ba a close tag ba. Close tag kai ana amfani da shi don a rufe, ba a cikin ba a cikin close tag ake rubuta su, ana rubuta su a cikin opening tag. So attributes in wannan kamar na ce muku na link ne muka yi amfani da shi like this. So this is what it's all about. So like I said in the beginning, kuna gani mu sani ko yaushe ana saka attribute a cikin budewa, that is open tag, ba a cikin close tag ba, a cikin close tag ake saka shi ba. So this is it. So let's continue. So let's talk about basic syntax in HTML. So before you start writing any codes in HTML, akwai abin da ake rubuta wanda ana kiransu da basic syntax. Shi abin da ake kiransu. Wannan ana kiransu da basics syntax. Wannan duk zaka rubuta, zaka yi saving file naka na HTML, ana buƙatar ka fara da waɗannan. Ana buƙatar ka fara da rubutun waɗannan, ya kasance ka fara rubuta su sannan ma ka yi saving file in naka. Best practices ne da ake son duk lokacin da za ka yi amfani da su. So let's see how to create this basic syntax. But before that, I'm going to explain this basic syntax for you so that I'm going to write them. When we are going to do the practical, we are going to do it like that. So let me show you how to, let me explain this basic syntax for you. This one, as you can see, it's called declaration. And this declaration, it tells your browser cewa, yana faɗa ma browser cewa wai kana so ka yi rubutu HTML amma da HTML5 kake so ka yi amfani. Shine declaration. Akwai browsers in da ba su supporting HTML5, especially outdated browsers, Explorer da sauransu. But updated browsers yanzu automatic suna ɗauka duk wani HTML file da aka rubuta code nashi, suna ɗauka ta a matsayin HTML5. So wannan declaration ne da ake amfani da shi. Da wai cikin bayanin da na yi a ciki za ku ga na yi bayanin cewa wannan declaration in ma ya sha bamban. Na HTML4 yana da bambanci da na HTML5. Look at the declaration na HTML4. Wannan shine declaration na HTML4. Kun gane duk wannan rubutun wai shine declaration na HTML4. So declaration in ma ya sha bamban. So but na HTML5 shine wanda zamu yi amfani da shi, bai da wani wahala, shine kawai wanda zamu rubuta declaration ga yanan exclamation mark da sauransu mu rubuta HTML4. So wannan shine. Sannan abu na gaba daga cikin HTML tag mu shine HTML. We are going to write this HTML, opening tag of HTML, and look at it. We have opening tag and we have the close tag at the end. That means when we create this opening tag, it shows that duk abunda muka rubuta in between, it's going to be HTML codes. Duk abunda muka rubuta between wannan closing in, the one opening in, the one closing in. So we are going to write that. Also, we are going to write head and close the head here. You see, we have head and we close it here. This head, it means there are lots of meta information that we are going to put under this head. And each HTML file has them in their best practices that has to do with the language of website, that has to do with the size of the screen of the website, that has to do with the title of the website, that has to do with a lot of things of the website. That's why I put title, and we are going to use this title. Definitely, you are going to see what this title is all about. So that's why we put title in between head. Title is supposed to be under head. So we have this HTML head, then we put title. The last one is this body. So this body, as you can see, we create body immediately after head, and this body at the end of this, before this HTML. It shows that duk quotes in da zamu rubuta na website din mu zamu rubuta su between this body and this body. Everything is going to be in between. Duk abin da zamu yi da duk website din da zamu yi creating da duk wani abu da zamu yi customization zamu rubuta shi ne tsakanin wannan body in namu a ciki zamu rubuta shi. So wannan shine basic syntax, and this is what this basic syntax are all about. So we are going to use this basic syntax. We are going to write them, we are going to create them, and we are going to see how this basic syntax works. So let's go to the HTML let's go to our, what did I say, to go to our Notepad++ and see how to use this basic how to write this basic syntax. So muje mu gani. Okay, here it is. So I'm deleting this. So I'm going back at the top. I'm going to write this. Then we are going to say doc type. Then we say HTML. Then we close it like this. So this is it. And this is what we are going to say. So now we are going to write HTML. We close it. We are going to write the closing one like this. Then I'm going inside this. We are just writing the basic syntax, as you can see. So here it is. The next thing is we are going to create what? We are going to create head. Then we'll say head. Then I'm going to say head like this. Then I'll close it. Then I'm going here. But in between head, we are going to create title. Take note on this. Let me explain this. Even though I talk about indentation in HTML, duk lokacin da zaka rubuta wani tag or wani element a cikin wani element, you have to put a tab. Click on tab, zaka danna tab a computer ka, sai ka dan shigo daga ciki kaɗan, sai ka rubuta abin da zaka rubuta. So we are going to create title like this. Then we create title. All this, we are just creating the tag. We are not writing anything. We are just creating the basic syntax. So let's create the body like this. Then I'm going to close the body. And duk tag in the karubuta, in the tag in the open and close, make sure you close it. If you didn't close it, it's going to have arrow for you. Whatever you write is going to have an arrow. So this is it. I'm copying this. Don't worry, I'm cutting it. I want it to be at the end like this. So I have to have my body like this. Let me just reduce it a little bit. But don't worry, idan muka cika da rubuta cuts in, zamu sauka ƙasa sosai. Za ku ga cewa you are not seeing this anymore because we close it. So this is our basic syntax that we have in HTML. So let me click Control S as we write this. Then I save it. And we are done with this. So this is it. And this is the basic syntax that we just write. As you can see, we create this, we did this, all this, we write everything, and we are done with this. So let's continue. I explain all this one after the other, all these head tags, title. I explain all this to you. And now what we are going to do, so let's see what this title is all about, because in the example, I write something in the title so that you can see what this title is all about. So look at it now. Let me see this. So this title, let me go to our page that we create. Look at the page. Let me just refresh it. Look at our page. What did it shows here? It just shows home dot, you can see it, home.html. So if you go back to our title, inside this title, that is in between the opening clause, the muke da shi wannan, the close tag, opening tag, the close tag, in between them. Same rubuta, for example, home page. I just write it home page. Now if I save, Control S, that is to save. Now idan na saving page in, sai na dawo a browser namu gata, sai na refreshing. Look at it now. Yanzu wannan title in the page in ya koma home page. Look at it here. So as you can see, we start creating something right from now. And as you can see, we create a homepage. We call it a homepage. And this is our homepage. That's why most of the website, if you go to the website, that will go with maybe homepage, with something like that. So we just create that under what? On that title. And that what title is all about. So let's go back to the book and see if there is something we missed. Okay, yeah. So I put homepage in the example. More with homepage. So if you write it, you save it, it's going to be like this. So this is the body. I explained this body, but now we are going to start with the paragraph. That's the first thing we are going to create. And I think I'm going to create a paragraph for you. We are going to write something so that you are going to see that before. We have only 2 minutes left, but we are going to use this paragraph tag and we're going to see what it's all about. So let's go and see how to create this paragraph. I'm sorry, I'm just stopping my screen so that I'll open my Microsoft Word. Don't worry, I have some text in it, or I'll create some text inside Microsoft Word. Sorry, I'm sorry, I have a lot of things. I want to close them. I'm sorry. Okay, here it is. So let me close some of the tabs. Please, I'm sorry. Yeah, I know we have some 1 minute to go. And like I told you, after the it expired, we have to take a recess. Me too, I'll rest. We have to rest for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, then we come back and we continue. Okay, so we have something like this. So I just create some text and we're going to use the text. Sorry, I'm resharing my screen. Don't worry, we only have 1 minute to left. So we are going to create this, and we have this text. These are the text. We are going to create paragraph in this. So to create a paragraph, this is the body. Kamar na ce muku idan kana so ka amfani da shi ka sa wani abu a cikin body, just kai clicking. Duk wani tag da zaka sa wani abu kalkashi ne, you have to indent it. You have to create indentation. So just click on this and click this, then P, then we close the P like this. Like this. So inside this, that is in between this P, we are going to paste our text. So I can just click this tab, or I can just click it here. If I want, I click it. If I don't want, I just click it here. So let me copy this. I'll copy these 3 paragraphs. I'll copy them. Then I paste them here. Don't worry about how it looks on your page. Just click on save. Idan muka koma browser namu da muke amfani da ita, when we refresh, this is the text. This is only one paragraph we just create from what? From our page. And this is the paragraph we just create. And this is why let's stop here. Let's take a recess of 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we'll resume by 9:50. Okay, so nan muka tsaya, wannan shine page in the paragraph, first paragraph da muka yi creating a HTML namu. Kamar da kuke gani, kawai mun yi copying paragraphs ne guda 3 daga Microsoft Word. Kawai muka pasting nasu a nan, sannan muka yi refreshing page namu ya zama haka. So now, duk lokacin da muke so mu creating wani paragraph, kawai zaka iya kawai ka sauko ƙasa again. Muna so mu creating wani paragraph again yanzu. So za mu sauko ƙasa ne, kamar da kuke gani, za mu creating wani paragraph again. Then I close it inside paragraph. So a nan ciki, kamar da kuke gani, ina iya indenting nashi ko kar in yi a wannan saboda ba tag ne za mu saka ba. So say copy, let me just copy another text. Let me copy all this. Say mu koma, just paste it. Don't worry, don't mind it whether it is line ko na create a paragraph within this. It will not create paragraph in our page. Kawai kamar wannan shine kawai paragraph in wannan da wannan. So let's create, let's musa S. Go to your browser and refresh. We have second paragraph. So we have this, we have this. If we like, we can create another third one. Let's come here, muche P, then we say P like this. And now Massimo is creating one paragraph in Amunasu. So let me go and copy the rest of the text. Let's just copy this all and save. Control S. That is saving. Control S. So Mukuma page now, same refreshing. We creating 3 paragraphs. So this is how to create this text. So any text you saw on the website, I creating paragraph by paragraph. An yi amfani da P tag ne, shine tag inda ake amfani da shi domin ai creating paragraph. Bai da alaka whether ko da nazo yanzu cikin wannan HTML din, nazo misali sai nazo daidai nan sai na danna enter, maybe na creating new line, ba zai man creating new line ba a cikin page. Ko da nazo nan na creating one new line, duk yadda kuke gani wannan space inda na bari, idan nazo nan na refreshing, it will not show anything anan saboda mi duka rubutun na saka shi a cikin P ne, P tag ne, na saka shi a cikin paragraph, don haka bai da wani effect. Duk abin da zan yi anan, it will still remain in this single paragraph da muke da shi. So wannan shine about paragraph. So mu koma mu gani. So that's what paragraph tag. So if you look at it, that's it. So let's talk about line break. Amfanin line break ana amfani da shi domin a saukar da wani rubutu daga cikin paragraph in kana son wani rubutu ya fara a wani layi. Baka so ya fara a wani new paragraph, kana so rubutun ya sauka a wani layi. Kamar misali ku rike wannan paragraph in zai taimaka muku lokacin da kuka zo maybe koyon CSS inda kana so ka sa text ka rubuta rubutu kasan text in. You see, there are a lot of ways that I can amfani kana sa so the same paragraph amma ɗaya sai ka sa shi a break line, sai kai breaking line ya zama ya fara a wani sabon layi. So this line break muna da wannan kuma shi wannan line break in haka kawai ake rubuta shi, ba a rubuta komai a ciki. Kawai za ka rubuta less than br/ greater than, ko kuma ka rubuta less than, just br like this. That's all, it will break the line for you. Just come here, for example, let's go to our text. Let's say muna son after one and okay, this, you can also type keyboard and whatever from this to make your document. Let's say we want to break this to start new line. So let's go back to our text. Here it is. You see, to make your document, this is where it starts. So we can just come here before this T. Abunda kawai za mu rubuta less than br close bracket. That's all what we need to write. Control S. If we go back to our page and refresh, you see it start at a new line. You see, ya baro wannan, ya dawo wannan. Shine abin da line break in yake yi. So line break in ya kasu kashi, za ga wasu rubuta shi haka, wasu kuma za su rubuta shi a haka. Duka abu guda yake yi. Wannan na HTML5 ne, ɗayan kuma na HTML ne da aka saba rubuta. So HTML5 duk wanda kai amfani da shi is okay, zai maka abu guda. Kunga yayi breaking line in from here. That is nan a line yake a da, amma yanzu ya dawo wannan line ya fara daga wannan line. So in muna so mu sake breaking wani, kana zuwa a cikin wannan rubutun, just find any space, or let's just come here, mu zo kawai any paragraph or anywhere that is where we have full stop or whatever. Maybe here reading is easier. Just put your BR like this, just close, Control S, go back to this, refresh it. You see it create new line for us. We have another line here reading Kamaraka. So this is what this break is doing. So we have something that is called horizontal rule. It's just a row. It just create a line for you when you apply this horizontal rule. Sannan shi ma tag ne kamar BR, bai da close tag is just like this. Kamar da muka amfani da BR, ko dai ka sa HR / ko ka sa HR kawai, zai ma create layi. Layi yake ya raba tsakanin rubutu. For example, nan, okay, this is our browser. They're going to create a layi here, and then they create a layi, then they create a layi, then muna son nan zai muna create a layi. Shi abun da horizontal rule yake. So let's come and create this horizontal rule. So let's say here we want to create that horizontal rule after this paragraph. Let's just say after this one here, HR, close it like this. Just close it. Let's come to this ending here and just create HR like this. Let's come to the end one. Then we close HR like this. Idan muka zo yanzu muka yi refreshing, you see it's create a new line for us, the 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, as we are continuing, muna ci gaba da taya is we are like creating it. We are just customizing the page, and the page is looking more clearer than the way we started it. So look at it, we create this line. So whenever you want to create this line, you just put HR and it's going to create this line for you. That's what this HR did. So that's it. All this HR abun da kama kai na kawai create a line. Ga example nan a bayanin da ne kai ne. So like that. So we have a heading tag. This heading tag kamar idan kana so kai creating heading. Mun san heading kamar ga rubutu duk lokacin da mun fara rubutu muna farawa da heading. Duk lokacin da mun fara rubutu muna farawa da heading. Maybe kamar muna so mu rubuta introduction, za mu yi shi, even though mun yi shi in capital letter, muna so ya zama bold, ya kasance mun yi shi yayi turi sosai. So a HTML ana creating headings. Sannan muna different types of heading guda shida a HTML. Muna da head 1, head 2, head 3, head 4, head 5, head 6. And kowane heading da girma ne. H1 shine babba gaba ɗaya. H2 shi ka bi mai. H6 shine karami gaba ɗaya cikin su. So let's go and see how this heading tags works. So let's come here. Let's say under this paragraph, let's say we want to create H1. Let's call this H1 introduction. Let me write it in capital letter. Introduction. Then we close the H1. So now if I save it, idan muka zo page in mu muka yi refreshing, you see we have a big introduction like this. That way, because we use H1, that way it creates a big introduction like this. So let's say we want to create another one, but we want to create it inside this H2. We want to call it section 2. Let's say we need to use H2. So let's call it section 2. Let me call it H2. Let's close it. H2 like this. Let's close it. If we come to our page, let's refresh it. It's going to create section 2. Look at it. This section 2 is not as big as what? As this H1. So that why I told Nachimuku H1 is what? H1 is smaller, is bigger, followed by H2, followed by H3, followed by H4. So let's say we want to create section 3 as maybe, let's say we want to create section 3 as H6. So under this, let's create section 3. Let's say H6. Let's say section 3. Section 3. Let's say H6. So let's do it like this. Now, if we come back and refresh, you see section 3 is going to be very small. You see, look at it here. It's very small, it's smaller than what? H2, and it's smaller than what? H1, which is introduction. So this is what this H1, H2, H3 did. But let me turn this to H2 so that we have something more uniform than the rest. And even under this H1 that we say introduction, we can create another one and call it H2. So I'm going to call it section 1. Then we close the H2 like this. Then I come back. Now, if I refresh, we are going to have introduction, section 1, then section 2, and section 3. So that's it, and that's what it's all about. This H, that's what it's all about. So you see in my example, now about the company, focus, mission, the so on. So let's continue. So if you like all this section 1, section 2 that I created, we can use the example that I used in the book so that maybe at least we can follow it the way it is. So let's turn it to about the company, focus, and mission. So let's just turn it to that. So I'm deleting this one. So I'm turning this one to about the company. This one, I'm making it mission. And this one, I'm turning it into vision, for example. So let's say we are using the same examples in the book. Look at it here about the company, mission, and vision, the way we have it in our example. Okay, so let's continue. So now again, we have list tag. So this is the next tag that we are going to write is list tag. This is list tag. So you see, this is list tag. So now, okay, someone is asking, Atema, come on the text. Okay, yeah, I just checked the chat. So let me drop the text for you. Okay, where is my Microsoft Word? This is the text, so I copy the text. Let me just put it. Yeah, it's too long, so I can't paste it here. What are we going to do? So please, if you have Microsoft Word, just open your Microsoft Word. Just write rand equals to rand open bracket. Just write 20 or 30. Any number you put, it will create that number of paragraphs for you. If you put 30, it's going to create 30 paragraphs of text for you. It's just a text that you are going to use to do what we are doing to follow us. Yeah. So just continue and you can see it. Yeah, okay, I will zoom it. Okay, I will zoom the browser also. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, where is it? Let me zoom it. Okay, so here it is. So let's continue. Where are we? We are at the list. Okay, we come to the list. So we all know whenever we are listing something, we need to write it. We need to create a list of something. Maybe we need to mention a lot of things. We need to create a list on that. So in HTML, muna the ordered list, unordered list, muna definition list. These are the 3 types of lists that we have in HTML. And we are going to create all these lists. You are going to see them one after the other. You are going to see the list. So now, let's start with the ordered list. Let me explain what ordered lists do for you. This ordered list that I can create in HTML, I'm create a list the 1, 2, 3. Idan kai amfani the ordered list, zai maka 1, 2, 3. Shine abunda wannan list in yake yi. But take note, list idan duk lokacin da kake so kai amfani da list yana da default abunda ake amfani da shi wurin create, yana da default element na shi. The default element na list su ne li. That's the default element na na list, wanda idan ka sa wannan li idan opening in kana amfani da ordered list ne, sai cikin sa li zai ma creating 1 2 3 under it. So that's what it's going to do. So the opening for us, we are going to use OL, but the default on all the lists we are going to create LI. That's what we are going to create. So understand this. So this is what we are going to create: web development, app development, computer professional training development, this and that. That's what we are going to create. So where are we going to create them is about services. So we are going to create a tag. We are going to call the tag services, and under services, we are going to write all this. So let's go to our notepad. Here it is. So we are going to create a tab, and we call that tab, let's create new paragraph P. I'm going to create this. Inside this paragraph, I'm going to create a H2 and call it services. Then I'll close the H2. So now, you see, under these services that we have, I'm going to create OL, because we are saying we are going to use ordered list. So ordered list stand for OL. That's the name of it. So inside this OL, we are going to create the list. So I told you the list, the default for the list is LI. So I'm going to say LI, then I will close the LI. So now I'm going to say what? What do we write in the example? Let me see it. Web development, app development, computer professional, computer professional. So let's say web development. So don't worry, if you like, just copy this, because we already create this list. If you like, just do it like this. Delete this one that is inside this. Then we say app development. Then we are going to create another one. Just write, copy it. You can paste it. Then I can say computer professional. Computer professional. And what do we write? Computer professional training. Okay, computer professional training development and whatever. Let's say computer professional. Maybe I can create another list and call it maybe IT training. The last one, let's call it video animation. So you see, let's save. So if we create this, we're going to see, since we use this ordered list, I told you ordered list, it shows what? 1 2 3 for us. So since we are going to create this ordered list, let's go and refresh our browser after we save. Where is our browser? Here it is. So now if I refresh our browser, we are going to have services, and these are the list of our services. You see, web development, app development, we're creating 1 2 3. That's what ordered lists do for us. Okay, so let's go back to our book. So after ordered list, we have what we call unordered list. Unordered list, shi kuma yana creating bulletin ne kawai. Digo zai maka bakin digo shine bullet aiko. That's all what it did. And the only thing we are changing, we are only changing this OL to UL. That is the only difference of unordered list, the ordered list. That's the only difference. We are changing it from what? UL to what? To OL. That is, we are changing OL to UL. So let's go back to our book. Let me just copy this on, or let me just copy all this and paste them here. I'm just going to change this UO to U. Let's save it. Go back to our browser. Let's refresh it. You see, look at it now. We have this as what? Ordered list, and we have this as what? Unordered list. So let me just go back and even write it for you. So I'm going to call this okay, this is the OL. So after this OL, I'm going to create H3. I'm going to say H3. I'm going to call it ordered list. Then I will close the H3. So I'll copy this. Then I'll come after this. Then I'll call this unordered list. So now, if I refresh it, definitely you are going to see it in our browser. Sorry, this is the browser. Okay, this is the browser. Let's refresh. Okay, now you see Ordered list, this is it. Unordered list, this is it. As you can see, we have ordered list and this is the unordered list. So that's all. And this is it. So let's continue. Bari mu ci gaba. Bari mu ci gaba. I'm sorry, there are a lot of people that joined the link in the group, so I'm trying to share the link for them. So here it is. So now we did unordered list. So let's continue with what? Let's go to our book and continue with definition list. So let's go back. So when after order list, we have definition list. So this definition list, kamar lokana so ka rubuta ka kawo abubuwa da ma'ana su, maybe ka faɗi abu sannan ka ba da ma'ana abun. Heading in abun da ma'ana abun duka on the same list. Shine abun da yasa ake amfani da definition list. Kamar da ku gani, kamar da muka ce definition okay, definition list kamar haka. So shine abun da definition list take yi. So ana farawa da DL, shi ba OLOUL bane. Shi ana farawa da DL ne a ciki ne. Sannan yana ɗaukar tags guda uku. After DL, that is definition list, shine tag na farko da zaka yi amfani da shi, followed by definition term, that is abun da kake so kai defining. Maybe heading in da kake so ka, let's say definition list shine farko, sai muna so mu defining Google. Say definition term in sai zama Google. Sai kuma definition data, that is information in related to definition in. So say mu rubuta maybe definition in what is Google. So this the three things da yake dauka a ciki. Kamar da kuke gani, this is the H1 for it. So we have definition DL, definition list, that's the main tag. So this and this. So under it is not going to take LI like ordered and unordered list. It take definition term like this, then it take definition data. If you want to create another one, definition term, definition data, definition term, definition data, but all under what? Under the same definition list. I hope you understand this. So let's go and do the practical. Maybe you understand it more. So let me create another list here, H3 here, and call it, let me call it definition list. Let's close the H3. So now here I'm going to say DL, which stands for definition list. So I will close it as DL like this. So inside this DL, the first thing I'm going to create, shine what? I'm going to create definition term, that is DT. Then I will close the DT. Then I'm going to create what? Definition what? DD, that is the definition data. So then I'll close the definition data like this. So definition term, let's say we call it Google. And definition data, let me just copy something from our text. Let's just copy some paragraphs from the text. Let me just copy this. Let's go back to our HTML here. Then I paste this. That's our definition data. So if I want, I can create another one, DT. That is another definition term. I will call it maybe Wikipedia. Then I'll close the definition term. Then I'll create DD definition data. I'll close the DD inside this in between. Let me copy another text. Let me copy a simple paragraph that is not as much as that one. Then we go back to our this, here it is. Then I paste it. Sorry. Let me paste it. So here it is. We save. So now we create a definition list. So let's go back to our browser. So look at it now. Look at our definition list. You see Google and it explains the Google. Wikipedia and it explains the Wikipedia. So if you have a lot of them, you have a term, explanation of the term, you have a term, explanation of the term. If you like, you can create as many as you want on that definition list. And this is what definition list is all about. So this is it. And I believe you understand what this definition list is very simple. Like I told you, everything is simple. So let's continue. Let's go back to our book and continue from where we stopped. Okay, we are done with this. We are done with this. We already did about 45 pages. Don't worry, we are all done with this. We are done with all this. So let's talk about nested list. That is list inside list. These are the nested list. List inside list. You see, we already created a list. So what if we want to create a list on that list? Let's say, for example, let me go back to the website. For example, let's say now, here are list of state. We are going to turn them into list of state. And we want to create LGAs inside the list. And we want to create, let's say maybe after LGA what? But I'm just going to create the LGA for you. You are the one to go and create other words and whatever you want to create inside this. But I just want to show you how to create list inside list. So that's what this nested list is all about. So don't worry about the long explanation about it. It's not that very difficult. I didn't even talk much about it, but I'm going to show you what this nested list is all about. So let's go and see what nested list is all about. Where is our HTML? So now this is, I told you, I'm going to turn this into this unordered list. I'm going to turn it. Where is the order list? We can use any list if you like. Any list you like, you can use it. But we are going to create list on that list. So let's say, okay, I say I'm going to give you an example of state. So let's create new list. Let's call it states. Let's come on top of this. Okay, let me come here. Let me create it here. Don't worry. Let me create it here and call it states. Let's create it on H2. Let's call it states. States. So under this state, I'm going to create them inside order list. So I'm going to create my order list. So let me just say OL like this. So inside my order list, I'm going to create what? LI. So LI, I'm going to say Zamfara. So that's my state, Zamfara state. So I'm going to close it, LI. I'm going to say, okay, let me just do something to make it very easier for you. Let me show you something. So LI, I close it. So if you like, when you create this one, for example, you just create empty one, just click Control D. If you want to create them as many as you want, just click Control D. So like this, I just created. So I'm just going to write the name of the state. So I'm going to say Sokoto State. So another one, let me say, I'm going to use state that I know they're LGA. Please, I'm sorry, I didn't use your state. Don't take it personal. So let's see Kebbi State. Someone will say, Swikiza, Munjimuna, yeah. So let's say Kanu. Yeah, so that Kanu. So this is it. So now this is the list. Let me show you. You already know what this list will looks like. You already know how it looks like. These are the list of the states. So we are going to say, let's create LGA under the list. Let's create LGA under the list. So we are going to create each state. We are going to create some LGS under it. So if we want to create, look at it now. After this LI of Zamfara, just click enter and enter it. You have to indent it. Please understand this. Just indent it. You are inside it here. We are going to create now, since we have 1, 2, 3. We are going to create unordered list because we don't want to create another 1, 2, 3 again. Please understand this. We're not going to create another 1, 2, 3 again. Okay, there is something I forget. Let me see it. Sorry, there is something I forget to show you. Let me go back. Yeah. There is something I forgot. Okay, it's here. We didn't talk about this. I skip it. We didn't talk about this. This ordered list, as you can see, if we want to create ABCD or Roman figures number, please, or Roman figures or ABCD, we can use attributes of type and put A like this for us to create that. So I think let me go back and show you that. Okay, in creating this nested list, I'm going to show you that. So let's just say OL, and you can only create this ABCD and Roman figures using OL. So let me say OL, but I'm going to change the type. OL. So you create OL like you created before, like this. When you create OL like this, we are going to create our LI normally. You see, don't worry, we are inside what? We are inside Zamfara list. So inside here, after OL, just come here and write type equals to, then you are going to write, if you want it in capital letter, write capital A. If you want it in small letter, write small letter, and you uncut it. So this shows that the type of the list that we are going to see is going to be ABCD. So let's write the LGS, for example, let's say anchor So I can just click Control D and say Bokuyum. That's the name of the LGS door. Let me just write another one and let's see which one. Okay, so that's all for this. So let's go back to another one. So let's say for Sokoto, and we create OL again. Let's say OL. So like this, we create it like this. Under type, we say type. Let's say for this, for the purpose of this is nested list as we are doing, and we are also creating types. So let's say type, then we say we put Roman figures like this inside it. So now we indent it, then we say LI. So now let's just call this, let's say bin G, then Geshuni. Or let's say after bin G, so the next one is Bodinga. So like this, let's just put 3 of them. And it's okay. So one will come with Roman figures and the other one will come with ABCD. So let me show you how it's. Yeah, someone is telling me iterator. Don't worry. We're not going to use your iterator. I know all the LGS. Don't worry. Okay, so here it is. As you can see, look at what we created now. We have this and also we have this. Look at it now. We have this and we have this. I believe you understand this. We have this, we have this. So we create list inside list. If we like, we can create what? Again, under each LG. We can come here and put the name of what, maybe Sabon Gari under Anchor, or maybe under bin G, we come and put, what's the name of that bin G? What, there are some bin G, what, I knew them before, but now I cannot recall anyone. Under Engeshuni, I can recall Gere Gajara and whatever. All these are what's under all these LGS and whatever. So you can come and create another list under this. So this is nested list. So I believe nested list is not that too much for you. I believe you understand how it works. So go ahead. If you want to create it, you just create a list under LI, like you create maybe ULOOL. You create it like that. Don't worry. It's very easy. Just try it and you practice it. So this is nested list and we are moving. So now we are going to create a link. That's what we are going to create. We are going to create a link. How are we going to create a link? This link is the same link as you are clicking on the website. When you click on it, it takes you somewhere. So when you click on the link takes you to another website, or the link opens something for you, or the link do something for you. This is the link. So now, how are we going to, what is the link? The link tag is A. Look at it here. It's just A. When you write A like this, you open the A and you close the A, then you put the attribute of href. So inside this href, that what you pass the link that you want to use. And we have different types of links. These are the links that we have. Gasunan kasa, muna da, the links that we have, muna da, external link, relative link, internal link, email link. These are the 4 types of links that we have in HTML. There are links that idan ka danna su za su kai ka wani website. And we are going to create them duka yanzu. Akwai link in da muna danna shi in muna so ya kai mu google.com. Da mun danna link in zai kai mu Google. Ko da mun danna link in zai kai mu YouTube. Ko da mun danna link in zai kai mu duk inda muke so ya kai mu zai kai mu. Duk abin da muke so, maybe ina danna link ina so ya kai mu page ina na Facebook. Da ka danna link in, it will take you to my Facebook page. Very easy. Sannan muna da relative link. Sannan muna da internal link. Muna da email link. Duka za mu yi bayani kansu duka one after the other. So let's start with the what do we call it? Let's start with external link. Let's start with external link. So this external link, let's go to the website and create external link. So let's go back to our HTML. Okay, here it is. Let me create something like this here. Okay, let's see. I want to create something here and say we're just going to say A. Okay, let's come inside. A open bracket, A close bracket like this. So inside this, we are going to say href equals to, this is where we are going to pass the link. And this is where we are going to write the name of the link. So please understand the link in the so let's say google.com. Let me just say www.google.com. So I'm just going to write go to Google. Let's Control S. We say, let's go to our website. Let's refresh. You see, it creates go to Google. Look at it here. If I right click and open it in new tab, look at it. It just opened this. Why? Because we didn't put the exact email or the exact website of Google. We didn't put that. But sorry. Yeah, I made a mistake. No, I made a mistake. We need to put in this, we need to put HTTPS colon. We can even delete this. We can even delete this. So let's go back. Don't just put www. So let me create this. No, what is wrong? Oh, no, I'm writing it correctly. Oh. Okay, where is our external link? This is our external link. I made a mistake. Did I make a mistake? This is a tag inside this. Did I close the a tag? Yeah, so let me refresh it again and see. I know I'm connected and it's supposed to open. Why is it open in OneDrive? Okay, it's working. I don't know what is wrong. Me too. I know I write everything correctly. Look at it. Everything is correctly, and now it's opened the .com. Why? What? Oh, it's my fault. I didn't save it. I refresh. It's my fault. So here it is. Sorry. So just right click on it and click here. It will take you to google.com. I did it correctly. I don't know why it didn't work initially. And I write it correctly. I know. So it's just the only thing I ask you to do is just to put the HTTPS colon forward slash like this. Don't put www just like that. Just write it like this and save. Then go back to your browser, refresh, and just click on it. It will take you to google.com. Definitely it will take you to google.com. If you want this to start at new page, maybe you want this to start at new page, maybe let's go back. Just come here, create another. You can create break or you can create another paragraph. Just copy it. Let me just copy it. Come under here or before this one, create new paragraph P. Then I create new paragraph. Inside this paragraph, then I paste this go to Google. Then let's go back to our browser. Let's refresh, look at it, go to Google. Then when I click to it, it will take us to Google. We can go back and change the website. We can change the website to YouTube. And when you put youtube.com, when you click on it, it will take us to youtube.com. So this brings us to the second recess. And I believe some of you don't go and sleep. Oh, we are coming back. If I come back, I didn't see you, then we call it a day. Don't go and sleep. We are just going to rest. Me too, I'm just going to eat food and do some exercise. Then we come back after 10 minutes and continue from there. So we are coming back by 10:40. That's when we are coming back. So see you in the next 10 minutes. Thank you so much. And let's go and rest and come back. Yeah, let's rest and come back. So, but if you are sleepy, please go and sleep. But we are coming back and continue. Me too, I'm just going to go and, in one K and down. Thank you. So like I told you, you can change your codes if you like. Change it to YouTube. It's just google.com here. So let's change it to YouTube. Let's say we want to go to youtube.com. So just write youtube.com, save it, go to your page, refresh it. Now, if we like, when we right click on it, we click here. It's definitely taking us to what? youtube.com. If we like, we can do a lot of things with this, and we can create a lot of things with it also. So let's continue. Let me just close this and we continue. So this is what we call external link. Look at it. It's a list that this is our website. It's a list, but well, it's a link. But when we click the link, it's taking us outside our website. It's taking us to somewhere else. That's why we call it external link. So another one that we have is a relative link. So let's go to our book and see relate. Okay, yet the link all this, please read it. It's not something that for us to waste. So we have this relative link. So relative link Shikuma. Relative link has to do with Shikuma, it has to do with pages in the secure within website Inca. So that for example, now we only have one page and we are going to create another pages. I already show you how to create pages. So we already have pages. We are going to create pages that when you click on the link within this particular website that we have, it will take you to another website, but within your website. So that way we are going to create these pages in our folder and we're going to put text in them. So when you click them from the home page, it will take you to those pages that we created. So we're going to create about services and contact. Already we have home page. So we're going to create about services and contact so that when we click on about, when we click on services, when we click on contact from home page, it will take us to those pages. That's why it is called relative link, and it's very easier to do that. First of all, let's create this about services and contact. Please, you all know how to create page. That's the first thing I show you how to do it. That is how to what? How to save an HTML file. So how are we going to do that? The best thing for us to do it, I think, is okay. Let me just do something. Control N. I'll just copy this. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it. Look at it. I just paste it. Don't worry. I want to show you how I'm going to do it. So I just save this here. I will change it to about. Let me say about us. So for this about the company, I'll just leave this one. But after this, everything I will delete it except this. Yeah, except this ending. So I will only leave this because it's just about us. So it's about the company, blah, 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 whatever. That's the company. So I'm just going to do that. So that about the company. So let's just save. So I'm just going to click Control S. It will ask me to save. So I'll call it about. About. Then I will say here HH. Where is my hypertext? Then I will call it what? I'll call it save. So I'm done with this one. So we are done with the about company. So now the next thing is service. I will copy this. Control N. That is to create new one. Sorry, Control N. I will paste it. Then I will come here. If you look at it here, I'm going to say, let's see, service, our services. We already have our services. We already have, here it is. So I'm going to delete this one. Okay, yeah, this services. So I'll call it our services. Our services. So I'm going to delete all this one, including that about the company here. I'll delete all this. So I'll just make it our service. I will make it H1. I'll turn this one to H1 also. I'll turn this one to, I'll delete this unordered that I say. So I want it to be ordered list. So yeah, I'll make it, yeah, unordered is okay with bulletin. Yeah, it's okay like this. Yeah, it's okay. So I'm deleting everything apart from that. Yeah. So let me delete everything downwards. Yeah. So I delete all this. So I'll click Control S, go to page and call it services. Then I'll search for hypertext markup language. Jama, kuna kallon da nake creating wannan pages in ko? Please, if you are with me, say yes. Let me hear in the chat so that I will make sure that we are together. Okay. I don't want to keep doing this, and you are not watching me. Okay, here it is. So I will create for the contact. So I will just come here and call it contact us. I will change it to contact. Contact us. Okay, sorry, this one I didn't put our services. Our services. Yeah, so I want it like this. So here for contact us, let me just create something and call it contact us. So for now, this contact us, let's create like social media links. I think it's better. Let's create something like that so that we'll make it looks awesome. So we are going to say, for example, let's see, I don't know, what are we going to say? Maybe Facebook, like that. Maybe we can say Facebook. Then we put the link to our Facebook page, like that. So let's say, for example, I just want to create paragraph for it. So I'm just going to say a P. So now this P, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm just going to say Facebook, colon. Then I'm going to say check our page. If I would like, I would just make it check our page here. So maybe, oh, okay, let me just show you how to do that. Maybe, okay, I'll call it our Facebook page. Oh, Facebook, check our Facebook page here. So yeah, let me just call it here. So I'll just go href. Don't mind me, I'm going to create something and I'm not confusing you. href equals to colon https colon / facebook.com/Ahmad or / let's say AHMAD AMINU AHMAD ESQ. That's my Facebook link. Then I'll close this. Then I'll come here and close the A. Since I open A, I'll here and say A like this. Don't worry, I hope I didn't confuse you. So that's the contact. Okay, I'll just say check my page. That's the name of it. So we are done with this paragraph. If we like, we can highlight it. Yeah, we can highlight the paragraph like this. We can highlight it, come here, maybe and paste it. Maybe I will change this to let's say Twitter. So here I will come to this href https. I'm going to send people to Twitter, and that's all. But the Twitter, I don't have ESQ in Twitter, and that's all. Yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all. So let's just click Ctrl S and call it contact. Then I will go to hypertext, Ctrl save, then I save it. So now here it is. We just did this, and thank God I just created these 2 pages. If we like, I can put my YouTube channel. Yeah, it's good to put the YouTube channel. Yeah, it's good. So let me just create for the YouTube. So yeah, it is https. My YouTube channel is youtube.com/@Ahmad Aminu Ahmad, like this. That's my YouTube channel. Check my channel. So let me call it channel, and I will call this YouTube. Yeah. So I have all this. So I'll just Control S and I save the page. So now look at it here. If you come to our, okay, don't mind that. Now, if you come to our this page, now if you come to it, this is our page. Here it is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to refresh the page. So let me just do this. So now we are going to have 4 pages in it. We have services, home, contact, and about. Let me open it for you, and you are going to see them clearly the way we created. About, this is what we have in our about. So let's go back to the folder services. This is what we have in our services. The last page is what? Contact. Yeah, this is the contact here. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You see, if I click on Facebook, I click on Twitter, I just open them in new tab. Look at it. This is my Facebook page. Definitely it has to be my Facebook page. And there it is. No, you cannot go to Google if the data is off. Please don't do that. Don't do that. If the data is off, external link will not work. So you see, this is my page. If I like, I can just untick this. You see, this is my page. I just go to my page from what? From the website we just created. But you must have data for the external link. You must have data. But for the relative links, you don't need data. So for this x.com, my Twitter page, fine. I know I put the Twitter page correctly. This is my Twitter page. You see, that's my Twitter page. Okay. So for the YouTube, what's wrong? Yeah, I put ESQ. I don't have ESQ in the YouTube. So let me correct it. I remove that Q. There is no ESQ in the name. It's just Ahmad Aminu Ahmad. So let's remove the ESQ. Let's remove the ESQ. Let's refresh it. Where is the page? Let's refresh. So now if we go to the YouTube channel, definitely it will take us to my YouTube channel. So let's see, is it? You see, we just create this, we write the codes, and we are the one that did this by ourselves. So here it is. We just create this. You see, this is my YouTube channel, and this is my page. This is, all this we did it in our contact. So I'm just clothing all this. These are the external link, and we just create all these pages now because we want to create internal. We want to create a relative link. Okay, I didn't change the title of this. Let me go back to our services page. Okay, services page. Okay, okay, I didn't save it when I put it. So let's go and refresh. Yeah, it has to be our services. Contact us, our services, about us, and homepage. Okay, so let's create the what? The relative link so that if I click on the link, it will take me to about us. If I click on this, it will take me to this. If I click on it, it will take me to this. That's what we are going to create right now. And we're going to create it on top of this. Okay. So let's go back to our codes. So here we are. Where is our homepage? This is our homepage. And here it is. So here I'm going to create a new paragraph. I'm going to say P like this. I'm going to say this. So here it is. In this bit, I'm just going to create, if I want, I can create unordered list for the pages of the website. That's very easy. I can do that. If I want, I can just create them the way I create them on that page. I can do that. I can do that also. So but which one do we, okay, let's just create unordered list. So let me say OL, no, unordered, okay, UL. So inside this UL, we are creating list. So I say LI. So I'm just going to create LI like this because we have 3 pages. So let's say I'm going to see home page. And also I'm going to create okay, after home page, I'm going to create about us. And after about us, I'm going to create our services. And I'm going to create contact me or contact me. So now here in this, we are going to create a link. So let me show you how to create link within the list. Please look at this. It's very easy to do. Okay, just come here before this homepage. Just write your A. Just create your A and come after this, and you see. Now I create my A. What am I going to do is to put the attribute href equals to colon. Now we are going to write the name of the page .html, but we need to put this. Yeah. So, but sorry, we are just doing this without reading our book, right? Sorry. Okay, you are all with your book. Please go and check the book because I'm not going to be going back to to the book like this. Maybe we are just going to the back. We are going back to the book when we have maybe another new topic to do. Then we go back to the book. So just write the name, like I say, write the name of the page here. So for the home page, we just call it home dot what? Home dot html. If you can recall, that's what we call the page in our folder, and that's what we are writing here. So this about us, we are going to do the same A /A. Then I'm going to put the attribute href equals to what? About.html. Then I close it. Then I come for the services. Then I will see ahref. Sorry, I just have to be a little bit faster. Then I will call it services.html. That's the name of the page within our folder. Then I will come here and close it and see a / this. Then for this contact, I'm going to see ahref equals to contract close. Then I'll close this. Okay, sorry, here I didn't put the /. Yeah, it has to be like this. Forward A like this. So let's go back and check the folder. Is this the exact name of them? So look at it. You have to put it even capital letter. Everything has to be the same. So this is home.html. Everything, the first letter is capital. So I have to make the first letter to be capital. This one also to be capital. This one also has a capital. One number has a capital. But this one I didn't put .html. So like this. So these are the pages. So you see this as I just save. So let's go back to our website. So here is the website. Now when we click on the website, let's refresh. Wait, where did I do this? Home. Control S, I save. Okay, yeah, I didn't scroll up. Yeah, it appears so, but it's up. Look at it here. We have home page, about us, our services, contact. This is what we have. So now if I click on home, it will bring me to this. If I click on about, you see it bring us to about us. Let me go back. Click on our services. It take us to our service. So we made a mistake, and now look at what I wrote here. I put A instead of our services. So I made a mistake. Let's go back and correct the mistake. You see, I didn't put services. It has to be services. No, I think it's services or service. Okay, it's service. So we are okay. Let's go back to the page and refresh. Let's go back. Let's refresh. Let's click our services, and here it is. Let's go back. Click contact me. Here it is. You see, any page you click, it will open. But this page is not open home page because we are in the home page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this list across these pages that we have, so that if I'm here, I can come back here. If I'm here, I can come back here. If I'm here, I can navigate anywhere. So let me show you how to do that. Let's go back. Here it is. Just copy this. Copy this. Go to about. On top of this paragraph, just paste it and delete the page that you are in. So you are deleting, but I'm not going to delete it now. Let me just come back after I paste everything. When I come back, I'm going to delete what I want to delete. So let me do it again. Let me paste it here, last one. So yanzu, I'm going to delete any page that I am in. I will delete the page. I will leave the rest. So I'll delete this one because we are in contact. I will save. For the services, I'm only deleting the services. Like this, I will save. For about us, I'm only deleting the about us. Save, I will save. And for the home, I'm just deleting the home. That's the only one I'm deleting. And I will save. So let's come back to our website. Now, if we refresh, so in home page, we are not going to see home page link. We are going to see about us. In about us, we are not going to see what? We are not going to see about us. We are just going to see, we come back to home page. Please, are you seeing all this? So understand this. So there is one thing I just need to correct, because the text is not that okay, yeah. So the difference is because I zoom this, I didn't zoom this. That's the only difference. So let's click here, you see it. Click here, you see it. You see contact me, you see, and you can navigate through all the pages. You can navigate through them. All the pages that we have, you can navigate through them. So this is it, and this is how you create this relative link. Relative link, I'm going to link need I creating. When does he navigating within the website that you are creating? Please take note. If the pages are not within this folder, they are not in the same folder, then you are going to do something else. That is, you are going to use / before the name. You are going to put the / that is, you are going to put the directory name of where the file is. But by default, this is not a best practice. I'm not going to show you this because, believe me, you are not. Yeah, you can put this / and write the name of the folder. For example, it's inside this folder, but the name of the folder is image, like this. So you're going to write that. But when we reach to image, maybe we are going to practice that more. But now make sure any page you are going to use is within the same folder that you are writing your codes. Even when you are going to host your website, you are going to host it like that. You are going to copy this folder and host it the way you create the files. Yeah, so this is the relative link. So let's go back to our book. So after relative link, we have internal link. Internal link is link within, is a link within the page. So it's to create a link within the page. That's the internal link. So when I click on the link, it will scroll down. It's not going to take me somewhere. It's not going to open any page. It will just scroll down from up to bottom, or from top to bottom, or from bottom to top. That's all what the relative link did for us. So let me create this relative link. But for you to create this relative link, you have to create ID. I already told you we have ID attribute. So we are going to create ID attribute. Then we are going to create a link with the ID attribute. So let's just go and do something like that. So let's go back to our cards. So here it is. Where is home? So here it is. So look at it now. This about the company, or maybe let me just create something here and put it in H4 and call it bottom. That just bottom of the page, please. Bottom of the page. Let me just call it bottom of the page. So let me just close it. So now, yeah, like this, bottom of the page. So let me come down here and create another one here and call it H4 top of the page. Yeah. So let's just do this. Okay, so now we create bottom of the page. So now let's create ID. We are going to come inside and put ID attribute equals to, then we write the name of the link that we want to use. So now what we are going to do, let me just call it bottom. Let me just call it like that. That's what I'm going to call it. That's the ID of this. Yeah. So when you click on it, then for this one, okay, let me call it top. Since this is the top, so let me call it top. So for the other one, okay, I'm just confused. I think let's leave it the bottom. Since when we click it, it will take us to bottom. Okay, no. Because the link we are going to create, we don't want to click this one. Okay, so let me just turn this one to ID equals to, let me call this one top. Let's just call it top. I'll just put it in small letter. This ID also is in small letter. So I think, yeah. So let's do that. Let's do that. So now what we are going to do is for us to create a link that when you click on that link, it will take you to these attributes that we created. So now I'm going to do this. I'm going to say P. I'm just going to create a P here. Or I'm going to create A. Let me just create my A tag. Let me just create A. And inside my href now, I'm going to say href equals to, inside this double quote, I'm going to say hash. Whenever you are calling an ID, you use hash. Please take note on this. Dulu kan kaya amfani da ID, da kaya amfani da hash. In kana amfani da class, kuma za mu yi amfani da dot. So for now, but now we are using only ID. Don't worry, when you are learning CSS, you will be learning classes and whatever. So now I will write the name of that ID that when we click on it to take us there. Yeah, definitely this is supposed to be top. Sorry, I made that. I was just thinking this is supposed to be bottom. So the ID here is bottom. So yeah, this I don't even need to put this. I need to put top of the page. Here remain the bottom of the page. Yeah, because I want you to go to the, is because, okay, the name that I created, that what is supposed to be. Let me just say end of the page. Let me call this. I just want to create something meaningful. I'm sorry for all this. Please, since we are all doing this like this, so beginning of the page. So now here, I'm going to call the ID that I put on the end of the page, which is bottom. So I'm going to write bottom in this hash bottom. So now I'll call it go to the end of the page. So now I'm going to copy this A. since I'm going to create the same here, but I'm going to change the ID. So I'm going here, I'm pasting it here, then I will call it top. Top, then I will go to the beginning of the page. So this is what this internal link is all about. So let me save it. Let's go out to our website and I'll show you what we have done. Let's refresh. So we have this, go to the end of the page. So I even made mistake. Don't worry about that. It's just a mistake and we'll continue from there. Go to the end. Yeah, I can put page down, page top like that. So when I click here, you see it brings us to the down of the page. When I click here, it takes us to the beginning of the page. When I click here, it brings us back. When I click here, it brings us up. When I click here, you see, like that. So this is something that you can use to, you can use this to create whatever you want to create. It's very awesome to do this. It's very awesome to create this. So this is an internal link. That means we create a link within this page. When we click, it will take us to where we want. When we click, it will take us to whatever we want. So this is how to create internal link. I hope you are with me, please. You are not sleepy, right? Okay, so let's go back to our book. If you are sleepy, please let me know. I'm sorry, where are we? Where is my page? Where is the book? Ah, did I close the book? Okay, here it is. So we stop here. Yeah, so let's continue. So let's talk about email link. Let's talk about email link. So this email link, the way it's used under HREP, just put the email of the person you want to send the email to. And this email link works with your Outlook. It works with your Outlook. It works with your Outlook. So now let's say I want to create email link. Let's go back to the page. Let's say I want to create it here. So I will create another link here and call it, let me create another one. I just click control. Okay, let me call it email link. I would just want to create email link. So let me see, AHMAD AMINU AHMAD at gmail.com. That's the email. You write the email of the person that you want to this. So let me just say email me. Email me. For example, that's what we want to see. So let me, sorry, this is not where I need to put it. But yeah, it's okay. Let me just copy this. Let me just, okay, let me cut this E that I just created. Let me cut it. I don't need this one. I don't want to put it under here. So let me just create another P. So inside this P, I will just create this, email me. So let me save, go to our website. Okay, where is our service? Okay, contact here. Let's save it. You see, this is email me. When you click on it, yeah, we made mistake. You know, me too, I know I made mistake in it. That's not how it works. No. Yeah, I have to write mail to. So I made mistake in writing the example in the book. Yeah, I know I made mistake because I need to write the mail to here. Mail to, then I put colon. So I save it like this. Then I come back here. Let me refresh the page. Then when I click mail to, then you see, this is the email application that I'm using. When I'm click on this email application, it will open and it will open that I'm sending email to AHMAD AMINU AHMAD. So if you already set it up, you set your Outlook and whatever on your computer. Once you click on it, you see, once I already set my Outlook, but I don't want to go ahead and all do this. It's just kind of this, but that's how it works. The email link, when you click on it, and that way most of the website, when you click on it, it will just take you to where you want to send them email and you continue from there, and that's how it works. Please, if you are sleepy, let me know, because we are still going and we will keep going. Yeah, so we are going to page 60. Here we are going to start talking about images. Now we are going to start putting images on the website. So we have a lot of types of images. We have JPEG, JPG, PNG, GIF, SVG, a lot of different image formats. And whenever you want to use image in HTML, you must put the what? The format of the image. Like what we did, we put about.html. That way, when we have the name of the image, we are going to put the name of the image dot the type, that is the extension of the image. It can be PNG, it can be JPG, it can be MPG, it can be anything. So we are going to use that. So let's go and use image in our website. And the image tag, look at it. Let me show you this. The image tag is IMG. Please, it's IMG. And tag is taken there are attributes in the tags, and we are going to talk about all the attributes. First of all, it takes the source. Look at the source. When you put IMG, and it doesn't have close tag, it's just IMG / greater than. That's all how you write it, like this. First of all, it takes as SRC, that is source. It takes the source. So you write the source. So this is how the source is. You put the name of the image and you just save. The image will just appear in the website. And there is something I'm going to show you also, where I told you that if the image is in another folder, you need to call the folder, put / and you put the name of the image. So please understand all this. And there are a lot of attributes of image that we are going to talk about, but let's start with this source and come back to start talking about the attributes that we are going to talk about. So let me go and put the image for you first, and then we come back and continue. So yeah, it's okay. I think we need to go and get image. We don't have image, so let's go to Google and get image. Please, what image do you want us to take? Computer, I'll go. Let's just put laptop. Let's just say laptop, or let's say programming laptop. Or let's say, okay, laptop wallpaper, so that we'll get HD or even 4K image. Yeah, this cat with laptop. I think I love this picture. No, this one. Not this cat with laptop. I love this one. Let me not use cats. Some will say they are afraid of cats. So let's use this one. Yeah, let me use this one. Yeah, this is the image. So I wait for the image to finish loading. So I'm going to save it. So I'm saving it in our folder. I just call it KOYI HTML. I think this is the folder. I believe it's the folder. Okay, let me see the name of our folder. Okay, that's not the folder, sorry. It's KOYI HTML practical. Okay, yeah, practical KOYI. This is our folder. So let's save this image and look at it. Okay, let me show you something. Let's just call it laptop. Let's just call it laptop. So we just save the image, this laptop. Let's just use this laptop. I think it's okay. If we like, we can take another one. There are lots of them. So let's take another one. Let's call this one. Okay, sorry, this one is IB. Let me just save it with the what I want. So I'm saving it as a JPEG. So let's see, maybe I want to save it. What did I call it? Let's see, laptop 2. So I'm going to save it practical. Where's the page? Practical HTML. So I'll save it like this. So here it is. So let's go back. Let's just close all this. We don't need everything. Let's go back. We want to put them inside wherever we want to put them. Let's go to our page. So here it is. This is our home page. So we want to put image from the top of the page. Let's say we want to put it from the top of the page. So here, we can create new paragraph. So inside this paragraph, we are going to create the page, the image. All we need is to put IMG SRC equals to, then we put the source. So now let's go back to the folder and I will teach you something. Look at it now. We have these two images. Know the extension of the image. Right click on the image, go to properties. You are going to see the extension of the image is what? .png. That's the number one. Let's look at this one also. This one also is .png. So whatever we are going to do, we are going to put these images .png at the end of them. And name of the image is laptop.png. Close this / and just this. Press this. Let's go to our website and see if we did it correctly. Let's refresh. Bam! This is the page. Look at the laptop in our page. Let me reduce the page because I zoom it. Let me zoom it a little bit. Yeah, I take it to 20. Look at this very good image. But don't worry, we'll learn how to resize it, how to make it look good, and whatever. So this is the image. We put the image. If we like, we can put another one. So let's go back and put that one also. Let me just Control D to replace it and just add 2 here. Control S. Go back, refresh. We are going to have 2 images. Look at this one is not as big as this one. That one, this one looks like this, but we didn't create new paragraph for this one to be in the next line. If we want, if we like, we can just put break to create another one, or we can put paragraph to create another one. But don't worry, I'm just getting rid of this one. We don't need it. Let's just use that one and do whatever we want to do. So let's go back to our book and see the next thing that we have. So we have alternative. Sometimes when you don't have, okay, sorry. Okay, so there is something, yeah. Sometimes these images can be in a folder. Where is our folder? Let me copy this image too. Let me create a new folder and I will call it images. Then I put the image here. Look at it. Now I have the image here. So even if I come back to my HTML file and I create new one, I put 2 like before. When we go back to our page, when we go back to our page and refresh, it's not going to show that image for us. Why? Because the image is not available, it's not within the same directory with this image. If we want to use the folder that the image is, we need to do this. We need to write the name of the folder, images /laptop2. Let me just create new paragraph here, or let me just create BR. I think let's just create BR so that we are going to see the image. So now if I did this, image is the name of the folder, / then the name of the file. Then if we go back to our website and refresh, we are going to see the image, and this is the image. So please take note on that understanding. Wow, sorry, we only have some seconds to go. We are going for recess, 10 minutes. I'll just finish eating my food. Then we come back also after 10 minutes. So kamar yadda kuke gani yanzu, na yi amfani da attribute namu na abun nan, attribute namu na images / sai na rubuta sunan image in the cikin folder in. That way we got the image here, and that's how you use that to work with it. So let's go back to our book and continue from where we stopped. So we already did this. So the next thing is for us to talk about alternative. Wannan alternative attribute ne shi ma da ake amfani da shi a cikin image. Amma wannan attribute bari in faɗa muku amfani ne shine amfanin wannan attribute in shine duk lokacin da image is unavailable, the image is unavailable, then we use attribute in its place. Image in being maybe yanzu image in maybe ya goge ko ya corrupting ko wani abu ya faru ga image in, so sai wannan attribute in da muka rubuta matsayin shine attribute in shine alternative attribute in sai ya zama shi za a gani wurin ba image in ba. Let me show you what I mean. So let's go to, this is it. So now in this image, for now let me delete this image. Let's just work with the first image. Now this is the image. I'm going to write alt, that is alternative. Then I'm going to say laptop image. Alternative equals to, we have to put equals to alt equals to double quote laptop image. Let me save it. Now if we go back and refresh, we are not going to see anything. We are still going to see our laptop. But let me zoom it so that when we didn't see laptop, you are going to see what I mean. So let me show you something. This is it, right? So now if I come back to this folder, this image, I move it to this folder. Now the image is no longer available. It's no longer available. So now if I refresh, zamuga alternative text in. Instead of what? Instead of image, look at what we see. Laptop image is here. It shows that there is laptop image here. We are seeing the alternative instead of the, since the image is not available, so we are seeing the alternative of the image now. Please, do you understand this alternative? That's what this alternative is all about. And when the image is available again, when the image is available, when I bring it back, let me bring it back. This is the image laptop. When I bring it back, you see, I bring it back. Now, if I refresh, then we are going to see the image. So this is what this alternative works. Yeah, I said the alternative is an alternative of image. If the image, for example, we deleted the image, If the image is not there, it's going to write something that there is image there. It just show the name that we put, that word will appear. That way in my course, I write what? I write image, laptop image in this. That means if this is not available, this will be the alternative of this image. That's what this alternative means. That's all what it means. So don't get confused with this. So we are going to continue because there are a lot of attributes that we're going to keep putting inside this image. So let's continue. What next? After attribute, then height and width attribute. So we have height and we have width. So height is the Musani tsawon hoto, width faɗin hoto. So let's go and see how to use the width and height attribute. So now if you look at it, image in yayi girma sosai. Let's say we want to reduce the height and the width. So for the height equals to, I'm going to say, let's say 300. And for the width also, let's say equals to 300. So we want the height and the width of the image to be 300. That means we are reducing the size. You see, now we have image like this. But look at it. The image looks like this. It's like we, what can I say? We just tight the image like this. So let's say I only want to touch the, is it the height or the width? Let me only touch the width. Let me remove this and just touch the width. So now if we refresh, you see, now we have the image like, because I only touch the width of the image. So the image is just looks like this. So if you like, you can touch the height and the width. If you don't like, you can leave it like that. Because now the reason why it looks like this, the height is not up to 300. But when I put the height to be 300, that what I increase the image, like I stretch the image. So you need to take note on that. That has to do with just how to put your image to look fine and to look very cute within the distance. So this is height and width, please. Attributes. You can use it if you like. Okay, so now we are going to talk about figure and figure caption. We're going to talk about figure and figure caption. Wannan ana amfani da su ne ga hoto. Idan ana so a sa rubutu ƙarƙashin hoto, ake amfani da figure and figure caption tags. Kuma suna da tags guda uku. Figure tag, image tag, the figure caption tag. So first of all, the entire abunan head in na tag ɗin ana kira ne figure. Inside is sai ka sa image ɗinka. Sannan kuma ka sa caption inda yake so ya zama under image ɗinka. We all know what caption is all about. So we have figure, image, da kuma figure caption. That is fig caption. That's the abbreviation of it. That is what? Fig caption. That's what we are going to do now. So let's go and create that image, that fig caption, please. Let's go and do that. Okay, here it is. Where is our data? Okay, here. So look at it now. This image that we have, we are going to create figure. Because we want this image, we need to write a lot. We need to write some text under this image. So we need to use figure and figure caption tags for that. So under this, we are going to say figure. Then I will come down here and close the figure. So now I create the figure. So inside this figure diamond, we are going to pass image. We already have our image. Let me put it inside this. And then we are going to put the caption that is going to be under the image. So I'm going to say fig caption like this. Fig caption like this. Then I'm going to write the caption. Let's say a new brand laptop used by famous programmer in Nigeria in the year 2010. Let's just put this caption. I just save it. Let's come and refresh and boom, look at it. We have a caption under this image. A new brand laptop used by famous programmer in Nigeria in the year 2010. If you like, you can just put picture 1. You add another one under the caption, picture 2. You know how caption works. Or maybe it's images of people. From the left-hand side is so person. From the right-hand side is so person. At the middle is so person. All those are caption, and this is how you create captions inside HTML. FL. Please, do you understand this? Okay, so let's go back to our book. We are done with Pigo and Pigo caption. So now let's go and talk about videos. Videos. Now we are going to put the videos. We are going to put videos. Okay. So now for the video also, like image, we have a lot of we have a lot of attributes where a lot of formats of video. We have MP4, we have MKV, we have FLB, we have H264, we have WebM, we have a lot of different video formats. And you need to look at the extension the way you look at the image extension. If it is PNG, put PNG. If it is JPEG, like we did there, also in video also. If the video is MP4, put MP4. If the video is MKB, put MKB. If the video is FLB, put the format of the video. Please take note. Make sure you use the format of the video. Please take note on that. So now we are going to get the video, like we put images in our folder. We are going to get the video and we put the video in our folder. So let me go and get a video for you. I'm just going to stop sharing. I just want to get video from my laptop so that we are going to use the exact video. So let me come here. I think I have video here, under here. I'm sorry, I have to look for the video. Yeah, so let me use this one. It's okay. And paste it here. So we are going to use this video. We're going to use this video. It's for our bootcamp. So let me share my screen for you so that you will see where we are. So this is the video I just take, and let's see the format. So if you want to see the format of video, just right click on it. Look at the format. You see, what is the format of this video? You see, it's MP4. Look at it. It's .mp4. That's the format of the video. What's the name? Look at the name. I'm just going to make the name to be very simple. I'll just call it data underscore analytics. Let me just call it data analytics like this. That's the name of our video. So let's go and see how we are going to use this video. Please look at it. This is just the video tag. It's just video. Then you put source. Then you put the name of the video that you want to use. And that's exactly what we are going to do. So let's go back to our data, to our codes. Okay, here it is. So let's put the video. Why do we put the image here? So let me put the image video on top of the, but I'm not going to put it inside Figo caption. So let me just put it here. I'm going to say video like this. Then I'm closing it. Video, sorry. And for the video also, I think it doesn't have this closing. Video is like image, then src equals to, then we write data underscore analytics. That's the name of the file, .mp4. Close it. Then let's refresh the page and see what's going to happen. So let me refresh. Bam! And this is it. This is the video. But don't worry, when you put the video, this is exactly what you are going to see. Whenever you put the video, you are just going to see the image that you used in the video. That's what you are going to see. Please take note on that. I think this is not the video I have to show you, because we are going to use a lot of things on the video. But don't worry, let's use this video. It's okay. Let's just use it for now. You see, the video just appeared like this. Look at this one that I used in the book. The video will just appear like this. Don't worry, that's how your video will look like. So first of all, let's just continue. You see, after you put the video now, what you need to do, if the video is in the folder, you use the same thing that we use, videos and file. Please, I believe you can do that. If it's in another folder under the same folder, let's do the height and width. If in video, we can put the attribute of height and width in it. But let me just put the width 300. I don't need to put the height, and let me just put width 300. Don't worry about the video is not playing. Don't worry about that. Now, if we refresh, then the video is going to be what? Look at how it looks like. This is how the video looks like. You see, this is the video. Don't worry. Don't mind the video like this. Don't mind it. We are going to watch it. Let's just keep moving. After this, we have controls. Don't worry. That's when we will be able to play our video. Controls attributes. Just inside after this width, if you like, just put controls like this. Just put controls. Refresh, take a refresh. Now, if you refresh, look at it. We have a video like YouTube. Are you seeing what we are doing? Now I can play it. You see? You see, that's the video. It's just start playing. I can go here. I can add the volume. I can remove it. I can, you see, this is the video. You see? You see, this is it. We just create this. We just create it. We are the one that write the codes. We did everything. We just do this. So don't worry. It's awesome. Let's just continue. So after this video, let's continue. We have autoplay. Yeah, autoplay. So autoplay is another attribute. Wonder, you know, look at it. When I put the controls, I refresh the page, the video is just like this. But if I put autoplay as attribute in it, automatically when I refresh, the video will start what? Will start playing itself. So that's what this autoplay did for us. This autoplay. So if you come back after controls, you see we are just moving. After these controls, then you put auto play. So after this auto play, press yes, then let's refresh. No, I think auto play is supposed to be auto play equals to yes. I think, but because some of them didn't take it, it's supposed to be yes. I don't know why this attribute is not working after. Just recently, I figured out autoplay attribute is not working. Autoplay is supposed to work, but I don't know why it's not working. Maybe there is something they touch, but no, there is no this autoplay. Yes, it's just autoplay. It's just autoplay. That's the name of the attribute. It's just autoplay. It's supposed to work and it didn't work. I don't know why, but that's how the autoplay did. So it's supposed to be playing. Automatically. So don't worry, let's continue. I don't know why it stopped. There is one video I did. It didn't even show that autoplay. I don't know why. But you see, look at it here. When I apply it using the book, the autoplay is working. So I don't know why it is not open working now. I don't know. So let's continue. We have poster. Poster is the image people are seeing. Poster is the image people are seeing on what? On the video. I can change the video, the poster image that I have here. So we are going to use poster. So let's just go back to our attributes. Let's just put, let me delete this. Let's say we are going to put the image of that laptop to be on top of our video. That's what we want our people to be seeing. Please. So let's use poster. I will say poster. Okay, sorry. Poster equals to, then I will say laptop.png. Then I'll close it, press in. Let's just save and refresh. You see, look at how it talks to you. See, we put that image, exact image. The image that we have here now is our poster of the video. You see, when I refresh, it will be the poster of our video. So that's how it works. It's very easy, very, very simple and easy. I believe you are just following. So are you sleepy or you are just, you know? So let's talk about loop. So for this loop, it's just when your video ended, it will repeat itself. When the video ended, it repeats itself. So that's what loop is did for us. So if you like, just come at the end of here, just write loop. So when the video reach the end, now if I play the video until the end, let's say until here, you see it start again. So immediately the video finished. Let me just come here again. Let me leave 2 seconds. So just wait. Just wait for the video to finish. So immediately it finished, it's just going to come back and start again. So that's what the loop did. And if you don't have the loop, when it finished, it will stop there. But if you put the loop attribute, when it finished, it will come back again. So you see, that's all. So then it will start again. You see, so that's what this loop is doing. So let's continue. Okay. So after that, as we are moving. So we are going to talk about iframe. This iframe is a tag that will help you to just copy something from any website or anywhere to put it in your website. That means you embed a website inside your website. That's what iframe is all about. Don't worry, iframe is very easy. Just put iframe, put the source that you want to use. It's going to create the iframe in your website. That means, what I mean by iframe, let me refresh it for you, is creating another website within your website. Please, that's what iframe is all about. Please, that's what iframe is all about. And that's why I'm just going to show you all this of iframe. We are going to copy all this and embed them in our website. Let me show you something of this iframe. Let's go to and create iframe and put the source of Google in iframe. Let's just go and create iframe. Okay, so let me show you iframe. So now this is it. Let's create iframe. So here I'm going to create a new, let me create a new paragraph, new P. Then inside it, I'm going to create iframe. Then I'll close it first, iframe. Then I'm going to see source is https://google.com. This is my source. So let me go back to the website, refresh. Look at what we did. I just embed google.com. Okay, there are some websites that refuse to, they will not allow you to embed their website in your website. There are websites that will not allow you to do that. There are some of them. So let me go back. Let me use YouTube and see. Please let me use YouTube. Because YouTube, they have their iframe. So for YouTube, I'll show you the iframe of YouTube also. YouTube.com. Let's see if YouTube can take it. Okay, so we have to use their iframe. So let's go to youtube.com. youtube.com. So I'm going to search one of my videos. So let me just go KOYI HTML. Okay, this is the book. So let me just go to this KOYI HTML. Let me just play any video in the KOYI HTML. So now look at it here. If you are on YouTube, when you try to share link, look at it. When you click on share, look at it now. We have where it says embed. That means we want to embed it in our website. The same video as it is here on YouTube, we want it to be on this page that we are building. Just copy it, just copy. You see, just copy this. Come to your courts where I just create this iframe. I'm just going to delete this iframe. Delete it. Just paste it. Just paste. Don't worry. Don't suffer yourself. Just paste. When you paste it, go back to our website, refresh. We're going to have the same, the way it looks on here on YouTube. That's how it's going to look on our website. Wait and see. Are you seeing it? So we embed the video that is from YouTube, but now the video is on our website that we are building. So this is why I told some in 2020, yeah, I'm doing this class for some of my students. I told them with only this, you can create a website for series videos, and it's not your server, it's just Google server or YouTube server. You can create website for series, maybe all these HAUSA series, or website for a lot of tutorials, and everything will be on one page. People will just come there. They don't need to go to YouTube. They will just come to your page and watch. So it's something that is very easy. Just sit down and code everything, arrange everything, and it will look like they look at it with iframe. We just create this. If I click play, it will just start playing. And I believe many of you, when you go to many websites, you are seeing similar things on a lot of websites. You see something like this, you just finish watching it from Google, but it's on their website. That means they use iframe to embed it in their website or on their website. So please, that's for this. And also video was, okay, we did this. Okay, we did all this, we did all this. I just copy, I show you how to copy and paste the iframe. Don't worry, we did the iframe. So now we're not talking about audio. So apart from iframe, we also have audio. Please, I don't think if I have any audio on my laptop. Wallah, I don't know. But I have audio. But it's the same thing the way you did all these others that I'll use audio, but definitely I have to get audio for you and use it. So let me just stop the sharing. Let me go and look for audio because I must use that audio. Audio. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I have any audio. You know what we are going to do? Let me share my screen. Let's just go and download any audio online. Let's just download audio. Sorry, what did I call it? Let me just say azan.mp3. Let's just download azan. Just kill and Salaya. Let me stop this. What's wrong with my network? Let me just get MP3. My network is bad. I don't know what happened to the network. Okay, so this is it. But let's take this one that has to do with download. Download beautiful Adhan. Let's just download any audio and use the audio because we have to use the audio. So this is Azan one. Let's just take Azan one, whatever. We will take it. I don't know if I click on it. What's wrong? Oh yeah, thank God. This is the Adhan. So we just download it. So let me put it inside our folder. So I'm sorry. Okay, here it is. So yeah, I put it inside our folder. So let me show you our folder. And then we have Azan one and it's MP3 already. The format is MP3. So let's just remove all this. We don't need this. We all don't need this. So look at it now. If you want to use it, just go there, just put audio and put the source and you put the name of the audio. So let's go back to our codes. This is our codes. So now I can put it on top of this iframe. Maybe I can just say audio src equals to source azan 1.mp3. That's all. So now go back there. Let's go to home page. Let's refresh our home page. Yeah, where's our audio? I didn't see it. Where's our audio? So I didn't see our audio. What's wrong? Okay, yeah. I think audio also we need to put controls for it to work. That way, yeah, that way it didn't show. So go back and put controls. We need to put controls. Controls on the audio. That one will bring that controls like this for us. So just put it. You see, we have our audio. Let's play the Azan. Let it finish. Here it is. What's wrong? I'm writing it's not working. Okay, let's see what's the name of the file. Azan. What did I put here? Okay. Okay, I didn't put N. You could have told me now. I just put AZE. Yeah, Azan. So yeah, that why it didn't play for me. So now here it is. Yeah, so you see, we have our audio file and it's very okay. We can put our audio wherever we want. Don't worry, it's very easy. Like I told you. So we are done with audio. We have width, we have height of the audio, we have controls and whatever. So let's talk about form. So form is very simple. The only thing I want to tell you is form has a default tag like figure that we did, like list that we did. So form also has a figures tag. That is to, if you want to create form, then you put form open tag and close tag of form. So that way, but inside the form, there are two tags you are going to use. You're going to use label and you are going to use input. So for the label is okay. Label is okay. Form is okay. But the input are what we are going to be talking about up till I think we are going to have like 15 of input types. We're going to talk about input types. But now let's go and talk about the label of the form and just the default input. And the input we are going to use, the input type we are just going to use, let's say text. We're just starting with this text input type. So we have label, we have form, label, input type. That's what we are going to do. Let's go and start creating the form in our HTML. We are at the verge of finishing this. Don't worry, very, very soon we'll finish. Thank you for being here. So let's create a form and I'm going to create another paragraph here. We have 10 minutes left and we are coming back. Are you sleepy? If we are sleepy, then definitely I don't know what we are going to do. But let me just continue. Here it is. We are going to say form. Then we create close bracket for form. So inside this, we are to create label. So let me tell you, label is the name of the field of the form. Please take note on this. That's what label is. For example, I want to create full name. Full name, for example. Then I close the label. Then I want to create the input. Then I can say type equals to text. Like this. Then I close it. So I believe, yeah, this is how it is. Input doesn't have close tag. This is how it is. So this will create name for us and the field where we will pull name and the field where we will put the full name. So let's go back and see. Look at what we just created. Look at it. Full name. Look at it like this. We just created this full name. Are you seeing it? I think let me do something. Yeah, here it is. No, it's okay since we created inside different this thing. So this is how it works. But some people, what some people are doing, they just put this. Let me show you this. This is what they did. This is what they did. This is what they did. So now they just put full name. You see, this is what they did. But please don't do that. That's what I just want to tell you. Please do not do that. That's not the best way of doing it. Don't do that. But if you want full name to be like this, input to be under it, what do you need to do? If you want this to start new line, please, how do you want to do it? If we want this input to start new line, how do you want to do it? Just put break, BR, that's all. So when you come back, you refresh, you see full name is at the top and that this is going to be. And the type we say text, and that one we can put any text in it because this is the word. This is the text tab that we used. So please take note on it. Please take note on this. Okay, so I think, yeah, let's continue like this. I don't want to create anything so that I don't want to confuse you. So this is it. But let me create the, maybe let's create the H1 and call it registration form. Let's just close it. Maybe let's just create registration form. You see, registration form. So we are going to create registration form on the it. So now we are done with this. So when we want to create another one, we can put it inside what? Line break. That means we are done with this label and we want it to be this one like this. Like this one, we want it like that. So how we just copy this and paste it. But take note, when you paste it now if I refresh, look at what will happen. You see? That why after this text, you need to create another word, BR. So that when we come back and refresh, you see we have something like this. Please, do you understand? That's how you are going to do it. But take note, if you want to use, for example, login and password. Okay, let me do something for you now. Let's just create the password. Now we did this. Let's see password. So the attribute for password is password. So the type now is password. If I refresh, I come back here, and then refreshing. Now take note, if I put Ahmad, you are not going to see Ahmad. Look at what you are seeing. Like maybe you are entering your password in the website. That's all. Because the type of the input is what? Is password. That's why it turns whatever I put into password. Please understand this. So let's say maybe you want to create a login page, maybe username and password. So let's just create it somewhere. So let me just do this. Come here. Let's just come to contact page. Let me just create it here. So I'm just going to call this one username. Then I'm removing this. Then I'll call this one text. And I'm removing this. I'll call this one password. and I'm removing this. So I want them to be in the same line, username and password. The way we used to put them in what? In our this. Let's come to contact page. Let's refresh. Look at it. Username, password. If I put username, for example, AHMAD AMINU AHMAD, password, if I put maybe AHMAD, this is how it's going to look. If we like, we are going to do a lot of things. We are going to create button and whatever, this and that. Don't worry, we'll keep doing it tonight, and we are going to finish everything tonight. You cannot build the password now. You cannot build password. No way you can build password. It's what is encrypted. Let me tell you one thing. We are not talking about let me tell you. This is the reason where when you are on a website that doesn't has this lock, for example, let me go to youtube.com. When you didn't see this lock on a website, this lock, it shows that the website is not secured. That means any website, any password you put on that website, the owner of the website can see the password. That means the password is not encrypted. But if the website has this lock, it means any password that you put on the website, nobody can see the password. Nobody can see the password. Even the owner of the website doesn't know your password, but they can reset the password if they want. Yes, they can reset your password, but they don't know what you used as password. So that's why they use this encryption to secure your website. So don't worry about that. Okay, so I told you, you just put, if you want to use the input type of password, you just put password as the what type, you put password, then it will create that for you. So let's continue and create another type. Let's go and see. We have text, we did text. Okay, password, we are done with password. Then email, there is another attribute for email. If you like, for example, let's just copy this thing. We are creating a registration form. So I'm going to create this one. So I'm pasting this one. I'm going to put BR here. So for this, I'm going to call it email. Then for the type, I'm going to say email. It means it will only take the email data types within the field. So anything you put here is supposed to be email. You need to end it at email. You need to put at email for it to be default within the field. So let's continue after email. Okay, email input. Yeah, email input is twice, so it's mistake. Number input. So for the number, the name of the input is just number. But for this, we are going to talk about the max length of the number. So let's just talk about this. So let's go and put the type. So let me copy this. So let me make it phone number. Then here I'm just going to write number. So now if you put number, if you refresh, definitely you are going to put number. So it's not going to be phone number. So let me just call it, because phone number is not a number. So let's just call it what do we want to call it? Let's say age. Since age, we want to put the number of age. So this is what the age is all about. So you can put the max, the maximum number of age. That is the max length. This max length, no, it has to do with the I think the length of the field that you want. So let me see, max length 300. I think that's how it looks like. But let me see. Yeah, so okay, let me put 100 for the max length. Let me put 3. No, maybe I didn't write it correct. That's how it was, max length. Yeah, it's an attribute. It's an attribute. What happened for the attribute of max length? Max length, max length, max length, max length, max length. Okay, it's not working. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't know, but it's supposed to work because it has to do with the number that you want to put. So let's just keep. So that for the number, that's for the number. So let's go to tell input. So this tell input, the time is the type also is number. No, it's tell, not number. There is mistake in the book. So the type is tell. So for the tell, for the phone number, The type is tail. So let me just copy it. Let me just copy it and paste it. Sorry, let's just paste it and paste tail. So let's call it phone number. Let's call it phone number. Let's refresh it. So now we can put phone number. We can put phone number. That's for the tail. Okay, so yeah, that's for the tail. So let's go to submit bottom. So now let's create a bottom for the submit. That is if you want to submit what we did. So this bottom submit, please take note on this. We just write input type of it. It doesn't have label. It's just a submit button that we are going to create. So just go to it. Let's just come here. Let me just create another paragraph. If we like, we can create P and put it inside the P. Then we are just creating input. I told you for the bottom, that is to create a bottom. And take note, this bottom that we are going to create, we are going to write the name or the value of the bottom. That's the value, that's the attribute, the value of the bottom. So we are going to say input type equals to, so we are going to select the type of the input that we want, which is submit. So when you click on it, for example, now we didn't name it. Let me just make it like this. If you come and refresh, it's going to be submit. You see, we just create a submit button. Look at it here. When you click on it, it's like you are submitting something. This is submit button, as you can see it here. But don't worry, I need to put something here. What's wrong? Okay, like this. Okay, so look at it. So now if I like, I can change the value of the name. Maybe I want to say, I don't want it to be default as submit. But so default as submit. Maybe in as submit registration. So I'll just go value equals to submit registration. Like this. This is how I want it to be. So let's come back. Let's refresh. You see, I change it to what? Submit registration instead of what? Submit the way it is. P. And I'll close the P. Okay, let me see something. Yeah. So here it is, and this is it. Okay, I didn't close this BR. That way it just make it looks like this. It's supposed to be like this, yeah, because I put it inside double bracket. So look at this submit. Submit registration, but by default is submit. So that way we put the value attribute and put submit. I didn't talk about this name. Don't worry about all this name. It's when you started using PHP, you started communicating with your database, this name will work. But for now, that why I didn't even, but it's a best practice to put the name of the field. It's a best practice, please. You can put the name, just come back here, all in in all of them, put the name inside input. After type, just put the name of the input. You can put phone number, you can put whatever you want to put. Okay, then we are going to talk about bottom. So this button is just a clickable buttons. It's just a buttons, not submit button. Take note. This submit button that we did, the type on the Mukachima submit, if you click on it, by default, it's sending something. By default, it's posting something. Once we connect to server, is what when we click on it, will send what we send to the server. That's what the submit button did. So please, don't get confused with bottoms that we are going to talk about now. Bottoms and submit are different, but bottom is another type of the this thing we are going to talk about. So in the bottom, let's just see, I want to create, let's just see the type. Let me remove this. Let me see, I'll call it sign up. Let me call it sign. Let me just, the name is button. I think is BTU button. That's the name. Yeah, is button. Then I will call it sign up. So the type is bottom and this is sign up. So you see, I just click, but this sign up, when you click on it, it's not sending anything. It's just a button that you create. It's not sending anything to anyone. Okay. So for the reset, this reset button, let me talk about this reset. This reset button is when you fill a lot of data in your form. Once you click reset button, it will delete everything. The bottom will delete everything for you and bring you afresh. Just put reset and maybe you can call it, don't put the value, just leave it like this, reset. Let's refresh. So now let me put all the data. Look at it now. Look at it. I just put all the data. Look at it. I put all the data. When you click reset, you see, it removed everything that I put. It deleted everything. And that what this reset button did. We have radio button. Please, are we together or you are sleeping? Please, are we together? I don't know if we are together with you. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this radio. Radio is like creating options. Maybe someone is male or female or whatever you want it to be. That's how you create a radio. So let's go and see how to create this radio. Let's just create radio. So for example, now I want to create something like this here. Okay, let's say label. So here I'm going to say gender. For example, that's what I want to create. Let me just say gender. So here I'm going to say label. Yeah, because I just want to follow the way I did it here so that you can use the same and for you to do that. So if I say label here, I'm going to say male. And after this, within the same label, okay, let me close it. But within the same label, I'm going to create a radio input type. I'm going to say input type equals to radio like this. Then I will close it like this. I will create it like this. Then I will create the same for female. Then I will come here and create the same for female. So look at what I just created. You see, this is what this radio is. This is what this radio is. If I click reset, you see, this is what this radio is. Or this is how I create this radio. Are you seeing the form? One form in the Mugai creating key. So this is how I just create the radio. So that's what radio button did for you. And let's continue for it from there. We have checkbox. So for the checkbox, if we like, we can create checkbox. Please, we can create a checkbox. So for the checkbox, just change the type to checkbox. So for example, this label, I'll just highlight it. So let me just create BR, but here I'll call it, for example, nationality. Then here I'll call it, for example, Nigerian, non-Nigerian. Just for example, I just want to do this, then we call it checkbox. I think that's the name of it. Yeah, that's the name of it. The type, the name of the type. Just make sure you are just changing the name of the type. Come here and refresh. You see, we create a checkbox. When you click on it, you tick. You see? You see? Please, are you seeing this? And that's all. That's for this one. So we are doing all these types. All you need to is to change. URL also is to change. Search input is to change the type. Drop down. Okay, let's talk about drop down. Yeah, I have to teach you this drop down. So for the drop down, it's input type, but irin ya sha bamban da other input types da muka yi. Because shi yana ɗaukar a lot of tags. Akwai section, shine main tag in, sannan akwai option tag. So as you can see, muna selection tag, which is the selection tag that is the first one. You open it like we create a form. Say create a nation. All these are options. All these are options. Options, value, say you put it here. Option, value, you put it here. All these are options. So let's just go and create that for you. Let's just go and create it. So we're going to create something like Nigeria. Let's just go and do that. Okay. Come here. I'm going to say under this, I'm going to say label. Let's just call it select your states. Then I will create BR like this. So I'm going to create the option. So I'm going to say select. I'll close select. So inside this, I'm going to create the option. So I'm going to say option. I'm going to say option. So for the value of option, value, I'm going to say, let's say Zamfara. And here also, I'm going to say Zamfara. So like this is what we are going to do. So I'm just going to duplicate it by right clicking Control D. So I'm going to say Kano. I'm going to say, for example, Kaduna. The last one, I'm going to say Jigawa. Then maybe Sokoto. So like this. So we are done. Look at it. We create option like this. Come on, okay, option. That's all. So let's go back to our website. Let's refresh, and here it is. There's a drop down, but I didn't create a break. Let me just put the break at the end of it. Let's just put the break. Let's just put the break here. You see, we have select your state. Look at the drop down that we just created. Look at it. Kanu, Jigawa. You see, you can select any state that you want. We just create a drop down. Okay, let's continue. Text area, and this text area is website they also now find the she. It also can tell us about yourself or write a message for us. That's what this text area is all about. But take note, this text area has a lot of attributes in it. One, it has the name of text area. That's number one. Two, it takes the number of columns and number of rows that you want. This number of columns and rows is just the wideness of the column. That's what matters. That's all what matters in it. So let me just show you how to create this text area, and I'll show you how it looks like. Let me see. Tell us about yourself. Let me come down here. Let's come down here. Let's see. Label. Tell us about yourself. Then I'm going to say input type equals to text area like this. Then I'm going to say call that, because that's the name of the attribute for the calls. I'm going to say calls equals to, I put 30 there. For the rows equals to, I put 5 rows. Then I close it. It's just the size. Let me show you so that we can increase the size, and you are going to see this. So look at it now. You're supposed to take its rows 30 and 5. So definitely, okay, text area, it has close tag. So definitely I have to close it. So it's not input. The name of text area is not input. So it's just a text area. It's not input, please. It's just a text area, and we are going to close it. Text area. So it's not a input. The way we put input is not that, and that's why it gives us that. So let me refresh. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, thank God. So let me break this one. So look at the size of it now. Look at what we just created. Yeah, I can also increase it if I want from the website, but look at what we just created. Let me just refresh it. Look at how it is. We put columns 30, rows 5. Let me increase the rows. Let me make the rows 10, columns, let me make it 50. Okay, 500. Look at how big it becomes. I just put 50. It's supposed to be 50, not 500. You see, look at how big. So this is where they ask you to tell us or write us message or tell us about yourself. It will contain within the text area. So please take note on this text area. It's not an input. It's just have its own tag, which is text area tag. I talk about columns. I talk about rows. They are all the size. Okay, so let's talk about file input. That is if we want to upload image or we want to upload an attachment. So this is how we are going to do this. So let's say let's say we want you to upload your image. So we are going to say BR, let me just say label, upload image. So we're not going to break it. Let's just leave them in the same this thing. So I'm going to say input type equals to file. That's the name of it, file. You put file, sorry. You put file like this, then you just close it. So when you do this, when you refresh now, you see upload image. It will just create this choose file for you. When I click on it, it will take me where to upload image. So I can upload this image. You see, I upload an ID. That's how you create this in the form also. Okay, so now colors, yeah. This is just input type for you to choose color. That's all what this do for you. So let's say we want to create colors. So all you need is to change it. For example, let me just see label, choose a color. So for the input, it will be type equals to color. Then I close it. So now it will just show you to choose color. You see, it just creates something. There are lots of colors to check. Maybe I'm just designing something. I want to know the RGB of the color, that is the numbers, or I want to pick any other color maybe that suits me, that maybe I want. Okay, I want this one. Anything that you want, please. This is how to create that in HTML. So for the date, also you change it. For the maybe we want them to choose date of birth. If we want someone to choose his date of birth, we can do that. So let's just come up and create that date of birth here. So let's just come here and say label equals to date of birth. So for the input, type equals to date. Then we close it. Yeah. So I think that's it. So that's the name. That's it. Just put date. So let's just refresh our page. So this is the date of birth. So the person will just click and select his date of birth. Maybe he was born 59 and all this. So I didn't put the break, and that's why it shows that. So now definitely age will have to start in the next page. So this is how it is. So like this, just continue all this date, time, local, and what all the inputs here. All you need is to change the input. So let's talk about this field set. And this field set is a way of creating a form within a particular field. That's one thing about this field set. It has to do with a lot of different what did I call it? It has different attributes in it. There are different attributes. It has field sets, it has its own legend, then followed by labels and input the way we did them. So let's go and create this new field set. It's like a way of creating a form, but it looks more awesome than this form that we just created. So let me show you how this works. That has to do with field set, how it works, and how you are going to work with it. So let me show you that. Let's go to our, maybe under our services. Let's just create it. Okay, let's create it under contact. So let me just create another P here. Let me just say P. So we are going to create field field set. Let me close it. So inside this, we are going to create legend. This legend is the name of the field that would contain the data that we are going to create. Please take note on that. So that's the label, so a legend. So maybe I can call it feedback form. So now under it, we are going to create a label. Maybe let me say full name. Then input, the way we just create input, type equals to text. Then I'll create another one. So because but the way we did that one, we need to break. We need to keep breaking. We need to keep breaking. As you can see in the example I put, you need to keep breaking them. So here I'll put BR. Here also I'll put yeah, for the legend, I don't need this BR. I don't think, yeah, I don't need BR under there. Yeah, I don't need BR. So here I'll put BR. And here also I'll put my BR here. So now I can copy this. I can duplicate it. Sorry. Yeah, I can duplicate this also. Maybe I can put this, write your address. Then here I can say, email. Then I can change the type to be email. So like this, that's all. Maybe that's all. I think that's the example I give. Yeah, email. I put phone number. Please, let's forget phone number. Let's continue. Let's just come and refresh it. It's under contact. You see, look at what we just create. Look at it here. You see, we create something not like that form. Now we put everything inside a border like this. And I believe some of you that are going to Embedding website, you are seeing how it works and you are seeing how that works also. So now this is it. That's how you create this field set. So let's continue. Okay, so we have table now. So let's go and talk about table. So for the table, we have table head, table row, and table data. Look at it. We have the table, how to create a table. I just create a table, look at it, how the table looks like. And we're going to put a lot of attributes in the table border, table this, and table that. But let's create the table first. But understand it, the table has the table, that is the tag, the main tag. From starting to end, we put the table, then followed by the table row. So what do you want to have within the row of the table? So it can be name, state, age. So we need to have table head also. No, first of all, table head. Then we followed by table row and then the table data. That's what we have. So please, we are going to write all this from A to Z. We are going to write that. Okay. So what we are going to do now is let's just see how we are going to do it. So let's go and create table. Let's go to that contact form and create our table. So for the row is, you know what row is? Each row is line like this, just like this is a line. That's the rows. And we have table head in the row, and we have table data, and we have the table. So let's just go and create that. So let me create another P here. Let's have another new P. So inside I'm going to create table. Inside this table, we need to have first table row. That is, we need to have first row in our table. So we are going to say tr close tr. Inside this tr, we need to create our th. That is table head. So we say th. So now let's say we want to call it states, maybe LGA, or maybe, okay, this one should be, maybe let's say full name, states, age. Maybe that's what we want to be the table header of our data. So now look at it. Now when we create this, we are going to create another row, tr close tr table row. Inside this row, inside this row, then we are going to create table data. Now it's not, we are done with table head once. Now we are going to create table data. And we are going to put the data according to what we have in the table head. The first one is going to take the full name. So I'm going to say, let's say AHMAD AMINU AHMAD. The second one is the state. So I'm going to say Zamfara state. The third one is what? Age. Let's say I'm 10 years old. So let's save it. So this is how we are going to keep entering the data in all the rows that we want to create. Please, this is how we are going to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just copying this. I'm pasting it. I'm changing the name. Let's say I'm going Abubakar Muhammad, Kano State, and he is 11. Then I'll copy it again. I'll paste it here. Then I'll change the name Muhammad Umar, maybe from Lagos State, and his age is 21. So now let's go and see what we have done. Let's go and see what we have done. So we are done with our table. Mungama table. Let me refresh. This is what we created. Look at it now. Just look at it. Let me zoom it a little bit. So look at what we just created. Let me do something so that what we did will be on top of this. Let me copy this and put it here. Yeah, so that you can see it well. I just want it to be like this. Yeah, look at it. Ahmad, as you can see, there is no border and nothing. Just like this. Look at the header. Full name, state, age. We have Ahmad Aminu Ahmad. We have Abubakar Muhammad. We have Umar. You see, we have it line by line, and everything is accordingly the way we write it. So let's go and look at the attributes of table. Not just go and start writing the attributes. Table border, that's number one. So inside that table, we are going to put border. We are going to put 2 in the border. So where is the border? Here it is. Table, inside table, we are going to say border equals to 2. Now let's go and see how it's going to create a border for us. Look at what we just created. Look at a very good looking border that we created. Look at it. Now we have a border. That's it. That's number one. We have a border. So let's continue with the attributes. Then we have cell padding. We want to increase the size of the cells. We also Buddha what in cells now. So let's just call it cell padding. Then I'll put swap. I put swap in this. So it's just an attribute in the table. So let's just create it. What's strong? Cell padding. Okay, I didn't put equals to. So you have to put equals to. Cell padding equals to. You see, it increased the size of the table. So now we are working. Now we are doing something in the table. So let's continue with the attribute. We also have cell spacing. That is, we want to increase the space between the cells. We want to create the spaces. So let's just go cell spacing equals to, how many did I put here? I put 10. So let me put 10 here also. Let's just refresh and look at how it's going to look like this. You see, look, do you see the space it's created between the border and the data that we have? It just creates something and it makes it looks awesome like this. So we have another attribute, width. So we can increase the width, we can increase the height all the way we want. So for the width, I can say width equals to, let's say 300 is much. Width 300 is much. But look at how it looks like. No, it's not even much. So let me make it 600 so that it will be wide. Okay, look at it. The way it looks wide, we make it 100. There's 600. So we have width. We have background color. So for the background color, we have BG color. That's the name of it. So we can say BG color. In the table, we want to change the table color. BG color equals to, let me just say gray. Now the table is going to look gray. You see, I changed the color of the table. We can put red. Everything is turning to red. You see, we have red. You can put green. Everything is turning to green. You see, that's how it is, and that's the attribute you can use with. So these are the attributes of that, and that brings us to almost final topic of this book, and we also have 5 minutes to go. Don't worry, we are at the batch of finishing everything, and let's talk about Marquee. So that's the last topic we are going to discuss, and this is it. Let's talk about Marquee. So now the last topic that we have is Marquee. That's what we are going to use to talk about. A Marquee is a way of making a text to move within HTML. That's what it did for us. And we're going to create this Marquee. Let's just create it so that we're going to see what it's all about. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I just switch up this thing. So let me bring back the screen. I'm sorry you can't see my screen, I believe. Okay, so now let's come to this our contact. Let's create this Marquee. Let's just create it and start seeing how it works. I'm just going to write AHMAD Technologies and Consultancy Limited. So now if we go back and refresh our page, okay, where did I put it? Which page? Okay, in contact. Okay, yeah, it's there, it's at the top. You can look at it. So this is the Marquee, and this is how it works. So now there are a lot of attributes within it. We have direction. It's one of the attributes we have. The direction that we have, we can have up, down, left, and right. By default, it's left to right. So we can make it up to down, or down to up, or right to left. So let me make it up to down. So now if I refresh it, it's going to look up to down. Look at what it's doing for us. Up, down, up, down, up, down, like this. So, and we can increase the height of it going up and down. Let me just say height. Let me make the height to be, let's say 100. Is 100 enough? Let me put 300, but I have to put equals to. Look at it. So the height is even big. Let me turn it to 100. That's the height. Look at it now. So it's going up, up. If I want, I can increase the height the way I want it to be. Maybe it can be around the entire page that I want to use. So I can do that. So that for it. So another thing that we are going to do in this is there is attribute of behavior. That is the behavior of the Marquee, that how do we want it to behave. There is this behavior. So let us go and put the behavior also. So behavior is like this. So we have this behavior equals to the one that we have. Let's just put the slide. Let's put this behavior that is called a slide, but let's start, because by default the behavior is scroll. So let me put the scroll post. Let me put the scroll. So by default the behavior is scroll. That means scroll is, it just go in and down. It just keep going the way as we are seeing it. It just keep going. This is just a scroll behavior. It will keep doing this. The next behavior that we have is slide. So we have this slide behavior. Let me increase it. You see, the slide behavior, if it goes to up, it will not go. You see, it stopped there. You see, it stopped there. That's all. It stopped there. That what it did is stop there. So that what it did for us. So that why we have alternate. It's alternative. I think we have this alternative. We have this alternative. That is, it will take any of these two. It will take any of these two, and it just keep doing this. So this is what it did. So you see, if we put slide, if it touched there, it will stop and it will not continue. And if we put the scroll, is the one that will make it to keep going the way we want it to be. So that's it. Let's continue with the attribute. There are other attributes. Okay, and this one, okay, sorry, is not alternative. So I'm just thinking it's alternate. That's not the name of the attribute, is alternate. Yes, this is what the alternate did. It's touch there and come back. It touch top and touch down. That's what the alternate did. So it's not alternative. The name is alternate. Let me look at it. What did I put here? Right up, behavior. We have sliding. I put alternative. It's alternate. So in the book there is mistake also. It's not alternative. It's alternate. That's the name, not alternative. It's type error. Me too, I was confused. Alternative, alternative. So we have three. Scroll is in it's entering and coming back. That's for the scroll. The way it is. Slide is when it touch, it will not go anywhere for slide. And for alternate, it will keep touching like this. So we also have scroll amount. I did that before. You see how it just keep doing. So we have looping. Looping is how many times do you want it to touch and stop. For example, now we put it alternate. Let's just put loop. Maybe I'll just say loop equals to, let me just say 3. So now if we put loop 3, look at it. Look at what it's going to do. You see, it will just touch 1, 2, 3. That's all it will stop. That's what loop did. So for the loop, it's just you put the number of going and come back. So yeah, that's for loop. So for the scroll amount, sorry, so that is scroll amount. So let's go and increase the scroll amount. Let's go and increase the scroll amount. Equals to, let's put 20 like before, but it's going to be very fast. You see, look at it. But since I put loop, yeah, let me remove the loop so that we want it to keep doing infinite. Yeah. You see, it will just keep touching like this. That's how it's going to keep doing. That's how it's going to keep doing. So we also have, apart from scroll amount, we have scroll delay. We have scroll delay. Scroll delay equals to, let's put 20. I think, how much did I use? 20? Yeah. So let's see what this scroll delay is doing. You see what scroll delay is doing. It just started fast and it just keep doing like this. So is this. So again, there are other attributes. I just want to show you other attributes because these are all what I wrote in the book. I believe these are the all attributes I wrote. We have direction. Yeah, this is it. So what next? I think that's all. Let me see if there is anything. Okay, I think that's all. I think that's all. I think that's all. I think that's all. So we are done with this, and we are done with HTML, and we did I think at least justice to it. So you are the last man standing and last woman standing. So if you have anything to ask, please, you can ask so that we can call it a day. If you have a question, you can ask so that we round it up, and that's okay. Then we are good. Please, are you with me or you are not even hearing me? Okay, so Yeah, to create a standard website like what you just asked, this is just like I told you, this is the beginning, this is the ABCD of how to create a website. When you learn this, you learn a you are learning the foundation of it. Now you need to move, when you master everything from here, you need to move to learn other programming languages that you need to complement creating a complete website. Because now you need to learn how to create, how to design all what we have learned, how to customize it, how to color it, and everything. Then you need to learn the language that will make the website interactive. That is JavaScript, and the language that will make you communicate with the database. That is PHP and other frameworks that are available nowadays that has to do with a lot of frameworks that we have. So this is just the beginning of it, and this is just the beginning of how to learn how to write website. And any website that you see, the codes will not go out of this that we learn. It all has to do with paragraph, it has to do with heading, has to do with a link, it has to do with whatever we did, it has to do with that. But now you need to have complement, you need to have the complement of it, of this, to make it looks perfect, to perfect it and put it together. But there are different ways of creating a website, because some people are using uh other tools of doing that. They're not taking the long route of doing that. They don't want to become full stack developers. They're just trying to use what do we call it, just content management system to do the website and all they are the website that most Nigerians are using. But believe me, if you want to learn all these websites, you want to learn how to code, you need to learn this. This is the beginning. This is the ABCD of it. Learn this first. When you master this, you move to the next one, you move to the next one, you move to the next one. Believe me, within 1 year, 6, 8 months, 10 months, if you are good enough and put everything you can to it, you can become a full stack developer within 10 months, and you'll be very good in it. So whenever people are talking about software developer, you'll be very, very good at it, and you can do it. There are a lot of frameworks that come like 3-in-1, everything. If you learn React, if you learn this, you learn this. All the such frameworks, if you master this, if you take it as it is now, you master this one, you move to this one, you move to this one. Before you know it, believe me, you can master everything, and it's not that very difficult to do. Me, I started all creating all the uh tutorials on them, but there's something that happened which stopped me from doing it, and I cannot, I don't even have time to continue doing it, because in 2022 I lost all my hard disks. About 5 of my hard disks crashed. I don't even know what happened. It's just that what God decided. I recorded a lot of tutorials, but I didn't upload them on YouTube. So it all crashed. Everything crashed. 5 of my hard disks, I lost all my videos. So I didn't upload most of my videos on PHP, my videos on JavaScript, Python, SQL also. So that's all. So, but now I don't even have time to do that. I have time to do that. This is the few time I have. Even today, I just try to manage and see what I can to take people through this. But don't worry, you can go ahead and start learning. This is just the beginning, just ABCD. I told you, it's the ABCD of it. Go ahead. There are lots to it. Keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Yeah, don't worry. I'll give you the recording, and that is another work. And don't, you know, you have no idea how hectic it is to put the videos together and to do all such, because these videos can be around, if I put them together, it can be around 15 to 10 gig now. 15 to 10 gig. And how much data do you expect for it to take for me to upload it on YouTube? So it's going around 15 gig to 30 gig. So how many data I need to do? So it's going to be, I have to even put it maybe around after Isha, then I will let it to keep doing until next day. So I'll put it together when it is ready. When it is ready, I'll share the link with you. So thank you so much. There's no any question from anybody. So I think that's all. We can call it a night. We go and rest. Later I'll finish everything that I'm doing. Then I call it a night also. So bye bye. Have a wonderful dream. See you again next time. And thank you so much for being here with me. Bye bye. Take care.